What? What? No, I've been talking for 10 minutes, no audio? Oh my God. Well, hopefully it's working now. But thank you, I Make Beats. What I was saying I just got off a live stream with Nocturnal Frequency Radio. We had a great show. It was a lot of fun. And I thought, I wonder what would happen if I just randomly went live. Just for no particular reason. I just clicked the button, go live, and see what would happen, to see if any people showed up to say hello. And oh my God, look at this. We got people showing up. This is great. This is wonderful. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate that. You have no idea. I'm still a relatively new YouTuber. I haven't been doing this long, and I haven't been doing it seriously for even like this much. I haven't really been focused on doing YouTube stuff. But I've started to do more stuff recently with the Friday Night Howl and the like. So I just wanted to see how effective this was. So this is truly, truly amazing to have people show up out of the blue on just like a random, just clicking a button. Thank you so much for coming by. Well, this is a free for all. This is an open forum, open topic. We can talk about literally anything. Ask me anything, talk about anything, discuss anything, and I'll go with it. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes, how it floats, how it gets through the ether of the madness. As I was saying, I just got off a live stream about 10 minutes ago with Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Great bunch of guys. Steve Janier and Alex Rodini. I would strongly recommend you guys to sub to their channel. They do a live radio show every Sunday night. Thank you so much for joining. And they invited me to their show. We had a great conversation. It's so weird. We were just their show is very paranormal based, where they discuss, the paranormal. And towards the end of the show, we started talking about EVPs, electronic voice phenomena. And I don't know, you guys watching, I don't know how familiar you are with, paranormal ghost stuff or whatever. You might not know what an EVP is, so I'll very quickly go through what it is. EVP, electronic voice phenomena, is human voices that appear on audio equipment. In other words, I have a little recorder right here, so I could hit record and I could say, "Is there anybody here?" And then just hold the recorder out, and then I'd hit stop and I'd play it back, and when I play it back, I'd get an answer to my question. But when I asked the question and recorded it, there was no audible response. In other words, my ears heard nothing. There was no sound whatsoever. But when I play back the recorder, there's a response, and that's pretty much what EVP is: electronic voice phenomena. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds mental, but I swear to you, it works. It really, really works. And if you don't believe me, you can try it yourself. You can literally try it yourself, and I guarantee you, guaranteed, you heard it here first, folks. Guaranteed, you will get responses. It will work. Now, when I say it will work, don't expect results immediately. It might take hours. It might take days. It might take weeks. It might take months. But if you're consistent and you're dedicated, you absolutely will get results. No question. 100%. You will get results. You will get recordings of things that you do not hear with your ears, but the recorder will pick up, and it can be on occasion quite terrifying. So I would, if you were thinking about going down this path and experimenting, I would strongly suggest you not do it where you live, because that could become quite unnerving. You know, if you were to try this in your house and you were to get a response, that could get pretty messed up. So try it in places other than your house, unless you're brave. I don't know, but no, you'll absolutely get results. It might take hours, it might take days, weeks, months, but if you're consistent and you're dedicated, it will work. So now that I've explained what EVPs are, during the conversation on nocturnal frequency, we started talking about what could possibly be causing the phenomena, right? Like, we know it's real. We know it's a real phenomenon. We know it 100% does happen and does work. But what's the mechanism? What's causing this thing to work? In other words, when I'm holding out my recorder, hey, who's there? And I'm hearing nothing. But then I play it back and I hear this is Fred on the recorder. Now that doesn't make sense, right? It shouldn't work that way. But for some reason it does. So that's what we were talking about. We had a great discussion, and I think we should probably do a follow-up discussion, because it was so good. Let's see what's going on in the chat room. Let's see who's in the house. We got I Make Beats, the Rural Sound System, Adam George. What up, Adam? We got Knott's Explorer. Medieval's in the house. Hey, Medieval, how you doing, man? What else we got? That's it. That's all it's here, but that's great. I'm so glad you guys were up at this hour. You guys don't have jobs. You don't have to go to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, I do. So this is not going to be a super late live stream, but I can go for a little bit. I can go for a little while. I got my 8:05. I can chill for a little bit and talk to you guys if need be. But it's not going to be a hugely long. Check this shit out. So today I'm wearing my HAL 9000 t-shirt today, which should tell you that I'm a huge fan of Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. So today, this is a trip. It's great, but it's a trip. So I'm a fan of, and I subscribe to a channel called Robservations. It's Robert Meyer Burnett, who's he was involved in the film industry or whatever, and he talks about on a Sunday he talks about physical media, and I love physical media. I love DVDs and Blu-rays, and I collect them. And I like the show. I enjoy watching the show where he talks about all the latest releases coming out on Blu-ray, and what's a great movie, what's not a great movie, what's a great disc, what's a great this, and I enjoy the show. And he does it with a guy in Germany called Dieter from Germany, and it's great. It's a fun show. I really enjoy it. But every week they do giveaways. So he'll be like, so say I was doing it, he would say, this week I've got this Blu-ray of Old Dracula, and I'm going to give it away to the first person in the chat room who can tell me, and then he'd say, some trivia, and then the first person to type in the chat with the trivia, they would win the disc. So he did this afternoon when I was watching it. There's a special collector's edition of 2001: A Space Odyssey on 4K Ultra, like a big fucking box set with the discs and the badges and the whole like a box set, like a special edition 4K Blu-ray box set on disc. And he says, first person in the chat room who can tell me, who can list all of the Arthur C. Clarke Odyssey novels in order will win this box set. So, as you can see, I'm a huge fan of the Odyssey whole deal. I immediately fucking knocked that shit. Boom. I was the first one. So guess what? I won the competition. So I have the 2001 DVD Blu-ray 4K box set on the way, and I was stoked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and he said on the show, he said, "Oh, the winner is Mindset Central." I was like, "This is great, man." I was all happy about that shit. So that's what happened to me today. So now I just gotta wait. I don't know how long it'll take before I get my little grubby fingers on the disc, but I'm looking forward to it. It's so weird because Robert Meyer Burnett, he doesn't live that far from me. I could literally drive to his house in 5 minutes and he could hand me the DVD, but that wouldn't be appropriate. So he's gonna have to mail it, even though he's like literally 5 to 8 minutes away from me. But yeah, so that's what, isn't that great? You win a competition. And what I thought was weird was that the day that he did the 2001 A Space Odyssey 4K Blu-ray competition was the day that I wore my HAL 9000 t-shirt. What a trip, huh? Does it get any better than that? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. Francis Rowland says, "Hello, Mindset." Hi, Francis. How you doing? Glad you could come by. Appreciate it. And I Make Beats says, "I've been buying 60 DVDs on eBay for £11. Yeah, man. I mean, I know streaming is the thing right now. You got to stream. There's, like this fucking Netflix and Disney Plus and HBO Max and Hulu and all these great streaming services, which I have. I have all the streaming services. But there's nothing better than actually owning the movie, actually having this is my movie. I own this thing. Streaming services will see like, oh, well, the movie that you've watched 50 times in the last 3 years, well, we've lost the rights to stream it now. So, bye. See ya. You can't watch it anymore. Oh, I can. I can watch it anytime I want. Oh, internet outage. The internet's down. Sorry, you can't stream anything. Therefore, you can't watch anything. No. I can watch stuff. No problem. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's, I I bought a couple of, what did I get this week? This week I got, let me pull these out. I got 3 movies this week on Blu-ray. I'll show you guys. So the first one I got, I'm a big fan of old horror movies, and I love Hammer Films. If you guys are in the UK, you know exactly what Hammer Films are. If you don't, what the fuck's wrong with you? I got the Blu-ray of Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. I got that one this week. I've yet to watch this disc. I haven't watched. I mean, I've seen the movie. I've seen the movie many times, but I haven't seen it on Blu-ray. So I got this to watch later. Another movie I got this week is JFK. Now, this is an interesting one. JFK on Blu-ray is not available in the United States right now. You can get it on DVD easy. DVD is easy to find. But a Blu-ray high-definition version of JFK is hard to come by. There's a box set that you can get, like a big funk, but it's like $200. But then you get the Blu-ray. So I was like, well, I want the HD version of the movie. How do I get it? Well, this is a UK. If you can see, it's got the 15 certificate right here. This is a UK import of the JFK movie, and the reason I bought it is because number one, I wanted I wanted the Blu-ray, but this is also, I don't know if you can see it right there in the far corner. It's region A, B, and C, which means that even though this is a UK release, hence the certificate right here, um, this disc will play in any region. So it'll play on region A, which is where I am, region B, which is Europe, and region C, which is like, I don't know, some other part of the fucking world. I don't know. But there you go. So I got this week, JFK UK import. Now, another movie I got this week. This is a good one. It's a German movie, and it's completely in German. It's with subtitles, and it's a horror movie, and it's a very disturbing horror movie, but I absolutely loved it. It's called Hagazusa. This is the movie Hagazusa. This is the U.S. version, the Blu-ray of the movie Hagazusa. As I say, it's German. It's labeled as a gothic folk tale. Now, have you guys seen The Witch? That's the movie to watch. If you haven't seen The Witch, The Witch was one of those movies that when I saw it, I was so impressed by it. I was thinking about the movie days after I'd seen it. Like several days after I'd watched it, I was still thinking about it because it was so intense. It was so great. This movie, Hagazusa, it's similar in that it's set in the Middle Ages. It's very atmospheric. Even though it is a German movie, it has very little dialogue. Very little. The characters barely speak. When they do speak, they speak in German, but there's English subtitles. And I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was wonderful. But it is definitely a slow burn. It's a slow movie, right? Don't expect like action out of the gate. It takes a long time to get cooking. It's a slow movie. But man, some of the shit in here is so fucked up. Whew. Very disturbing. But great. So if you love horror movies and you like a little bit of the weird, absurd stuff, check out Hagazusa. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Let's see what's going on here. Clickbait TV says, I watched a good movie the other week called Rampage. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one. Clickbait TV. That's a hell of a name you got there, by the way. Clickbait. Did you know Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast is banned in the U.S.? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know stuff was banned over here. I only thought that happened in Canada where they banned stuff. Let's see. Francis Rowland says, I do buy and keep on Sky. I get the digital download straight away, but also get the physical copy. Oh, there you go. Sent to me, and I still have unopened. Okay, cool. Yeah, you gotta get the physical disc. Clickbait TV says you should watch Rampage. Look it up. Okay, I'll check it out. Rampage. I wonder what that's about. Let's have a look around. Let me pull up my browser, and I'll take a look. Let's see. Rampage movie. Rampage movie. What is it? 2018. Dwayne Johnson. Oh, this is the gorilla thing, right? Yeah, this is like the Mighty Joe Young remake with the white gorilla. And he goes mental and kills everyone, I guess. I have not seen it, so I don't know how good or bad it is. But yeah, I remember seeing the trailers of this a few years ago in 2018. Yeah, Rampage. Simon B.A. says TPB everything is available. What's TPB? I don't know what that means even. Could you... Oh, shit. Could you elaborate? I don't know what that means. TB... TPD. TPB. I don't know what that means. Oh, clickbait is losing his shit. No! I'm not sure. He says, not... No, not that one. I'll give it its full name. 1 second. Okay, cool. So let's see. Oh, Stephen S. Stephen's on. Gareth, I'm sick of the plethora of zombie movies. I miss more classic Silver Bullet. Oh, yeah. I just watched Silver Bullet a couple of weeks ago. For sure. Simon B.A. says, yes, Pirate Bay. That's where we go. That's where it's all about. Pirate Bay. Guys, can you hang on for like 30 seconds to a minute while I go and relieve myself? I'll be back before you know it, and then maybe I'll open the floodgates and maybe invite one or two of you on, so we can have a nice quiet chat. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stay where you. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm back. Record time, baby. Record time. All right. Any of you guys want to come on and chat with me? Let me get the link here, and I'll bring one of you in, or maybe two. I don't know. We'll see. Before I do that, though, if you're not subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button, so you'll be notified of future live streams and the like. So please hit the button. If you're not a subscriber, change that. Become a subscriber. You know it makes sense. Let's see. Hang on. Whoa, what happened? Ah! There we go. I'm going to paste that in there. There you go. If one of you want to come on and say hello, you can. Come on, say hello. And we can talk for a minute or two, I guess, if you are that way inclined. Can you believe it's Sunday? Where the fuck did the weekend go? It's like you blink, you miss it. Like 1 second ago, it was like Friday afternoon, and now it's almost Monday. What the hell's going on? It's crazy. Urban Legend. What up, Urban? How you doing, man? Glad you could swing by. Glad you could make it to this impromptu, no reason at all, the mindset experiment, I guess I'm calling it. The mindset experiment, yeah. Drinking the beer. So the link is in the chat, guys. Someone click on it so I can say hello. Or not, whatever. Come on, Stephen S. You always come on and talk to me. Click the link. Let's go. Let's get the wheels turning here. What other Blu-rays do I have here that I could show you, you guys? I think I've shown this. This is a classic. The 4K of the Blues Brothers. Great movie. What else? Look at this. Like here's something that you may or may not be aware of. I mean, I like intelligently written spy movies, and I'm about to show you one that I saw when I was a kid, and I really liked it. And even though years and years have gone by, it's still a great movie. It still stands up. It's this one, The 3 Days of the Condor, with Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway. This came out in I want to say 75 or 76, something like that. I think, I'm guessing. Max von Sydow's in it too. If you like spy movies, do yourself a favor. Get a hold of this. If you like really good, intelligently written spy movies with lots of double dealings and intrigue and shit, get your hands on this. 3 Days of the Condor. It's a classic for sure. It's a really good one. Let's see what else is going on here. Francis Rowland says, in a Stella pint glass. Yeah, baby. Stella pint glass. This Stella pint glass was liberated from a UK pub a number of years ago. I have 2 of these, and I alternate them. I know I wash one, and this is alternate. This is from a UK pub. I pinched it from the UK and brought it back to the States with me. It's a genuine UK pint glass. I just got beer on my glasses. Oh my God, look at me. Shit. Yeah. Let's see. LK Computers. Hello, what up, LK? How's it doing, man? Great you could come by. Simon B.A. says, I'm in my underpants. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's hot here. It ain't off hot, mum. There you go. Hey, Lucas here. Luke. What up, Luke? How you doing, man? Glad you could swing by. Appreciate it. Oh, my God. Anthony's here. Anthony L. Tony L. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Hello, Gareth from Port Talbot. Trip, huh? Let's see. Luke says, I've got a box of them glasses in the loft. Yeah, man. Have you noticed, and I mean, maybe you have, the glasses that they make for pubs in the UK, they're very, very, very resilient. Have you noticed that? I mean, yes, it's glass, and if you drop it, it will break. Yes, I get it. But less so than normal glasses. They're a little tougher than a normal glass that you would buy. They're a little stronger, a little more resilient, I think, than a regular glass that you would buy. Because I guess in the pub, they're thrown around and they're cleaned and tossed around the place, and so they need to be a little more resilient, a little stronger than just a regular glass that you would buy for the house. So they're great, great glasses. Let's see what else is going on there. Luke says, I've been in bed since 12 but can't sleep. Holy shit, what time is it over there? It's it's 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, and you can't sleep? He says, hi, Simon. Yeah, that's crazy. That's the worst feeling in the world, though, when I've had that. I've suffered with that. I've gone through that, where it's the middle. You can't sleep. You're lying there staring at the ceiling, and that in 3 or 4 hours, you got to be up to go to work, and you can't sleep, and you just like it's horrible. It's just like a fucking nightmare. It's a horrible, horrible feeling, knowing that you can't sleep and that you got to be up in a couple of hours. Yeah, not fun. Now, if you didn't have to get up, if you lived a life of leisure, where you just sleep all day and whatever, then what do you give? You don't give a fuck. Whatever, I'll stay up. Whatever, it doesn't make a difference. But if you have commitments and you have to do something the next day at a certain time and you can't sleep, it's horrific. Not a good feeling at all. No. So we had a couple more people join in the chat. Great to have you on board. Thank you so much for swinging by. I'm going to post the link one more time just to see if any of you guys want to come on and talk to me and say hello. So there's the chat link. You can click on that. We'll bring you in, and we'll have a conversation about anything, really. Talk about it. Ask me anything. Talk about anything. You name it, and we'll get things going. We can plant the seeds. It's Sunday night tonight. We got 4 or 5 more days until the Friday Night Howl next Friday, when I get Percy on board. What a great show we had last Friday, dude. I had a blast. It was so much fun talking to everyone. We had Percy. I think Anthony was on with us. Crazy John, he came on for a little bit, and it was great. I had a great time. It was so much fun. I mean, these Friday night live streams are becoming a regular thing, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like, it really is. It's like a release. You go through the whole week dealing with all the nonsense of life. And Friday night we just let it rip. We have a few beers, we kick back and we talk about anything. And because we can't go to the pub anymore, we can't go to a restaurant, we can't go to the bar. So this is the next best thing, I guess, where we can kind of get together virtually. If we can't do it in person, we get together virtually with like-minded people all over the world coming together. To have a beer or two and and shoot the shit and fuck around and act like a bunch of idiots and say some stupid stuff, but have fun and laugh. And I think that's what the Friday Night Howl is rapidly becoming. We literally laugh out loud. We were laughing hysterically at all the fun things that we're talking about. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to this coming Friday's show. I just need a topic, something. Last week I did work. The week before I did what did I do? Perceptions of reality. So I don't know. I'll come up with something maybe tomorrow, and then I'll post it. You post it so it's like a reminder. So it's locked in at that particular time. And do the medieval says, yeah, you're totally right, medieval. I miss smoking and drinking and chatting all. Yeah, no, you're 100% correct, man. I think we all miss that. We miss that kind of getting together and hanging out with your buddies and having a few beers and talking, which is why we do the Friday Night Howl, because that's essentially what it is, but in a virtual space, right? We're hundreds, if not thousands, of miles away from each other, but we seem to get together. Hey, we get. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. Hang on. Steven, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me get my headset. Hang on. Can you hear me? Let me get my headphones on so I can hear.
Oh, that helps.
There he is.
Hey,
man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. Yeah, it's just relaxing in.
Sunday night, man. Sunday night.
Yesterday. So.
You got a photo shoot yesterday?
Well, I just did just stopped by Treasure Island and got the city in the background. I like to do that every once in a while.
Treasure Island in Vegas?
No, San Francisco.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're in Sacramento.
Yeah,
right.
Sacramento. So I'll drive on out.
Yeah.
Go out there. So.
Uh-huh. So how was
So,
that?
yeah.
You go? Do you get good? How
I think
how
came out
you
all right. Yeah,
how are you doing photo shoots with the COVID stuff?
I'm not.
Ah,
Yeah, kind of sucks,
well
but
that
yeah, it's
sucks.
just what it is. I guess it's my only income, so I'm not hurting
Mm,
too bad. So, oh, by the
right.
way, so
Yeah, but still, it's
yeah.
not like I'm assuming your photography is not your meat and potatoes, but it is the gravy.
Mm-mm. No, I had other careers,
Yeah,
so I
as
just
do
don't
we
spend.
all.
Yeah.
We're
What is
all
up
dipping our
with the
toes
internet?
into anything to kind of pay the bills and keep the wolf from the door, right?
Yeah, well, you got to have multiple streams in this day and age.
I know,
So
isn't that fucked up? Remember days like with our parents and our parents' parents where they'd get a job at some place and work there for 30, 40 years, then get a fucking gold watch and a pension.
yeah, yeah, those days are gone.
Long gone. Those days are
Yeah,
fucking long gone, dude.
yeah. It used to be that was traditional. You work for a
Yeah,
company for 20 years, and then after 20 years, they give you retirement.
yeah,
Well, they
totally.
cut a lot of that out.
It's crazy.
And then now you don't even get a 40-hour work week with a lot of these jobs. These kids, they're not even working 40 hours.
Yeah, we got Anthony joining us. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, man?
All right there, man. How you doing?
How's it going, dude?
Not
What's
too
going,
bad,
Anthony?
mate.
Hey, you're
Morning.
on with me and Steve.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm surviving, staying
Surviving.
healthy, staying away from that man called COVID out there.
That crazy motherfucker, that COVID bastard. Is
Sorry
this?
about that. I'm changing my put my earplugs in.
That's all right. No problem.
Uh,
Is this your Sunday look, Anthony?
Monday morning, look.
Oh yeah, it's Monday morning. That's right. I keep forgetting that you're. It's what time is it over there? Like 7 in the morning or something?
It's just coming up to quarter past 5.
Jesus Christ, you're up. What the hell's wrong with you up at that time of the morning?
I've
Where'd you
been
get?
watching YouTube documentaries.
Oh, there you go. You know what
So,
though? I don't know, Steven, if you suffer from this where you get sucked into YouTube, where you'll watch
Yes, I do.
you'll watch one video. I'm just gonna watch this one video, and then 4 hours later, you're still watching shit. That happens to me all the time. I hate it.
I've been watching these van life videos. I don't know what it is, but these
Oh,
guys converting these vans, putting all these cool systems in it, and it's like
well, what's that?
not that I really want to live in a van, but it's just interesting.
I know exactly what you mean, man. I have been. Why isn't this working? Come on, let's go.
I can't see you.
I'm trying to figure it out here. Hang on. I can't get it. Where's he? There we go. Yeah, no, I've done the same thing, man. I have like the small house thing, the van thing, where
Hmm.
they get a van and they strip out all the inside, then they convert it. They put in a bed and a sink and a little refrigerator and a microwave, and then they take off and they go, all over
You go,
driving in this
yeah.
van. It's and like Steve said, I mean, I have zero desire to live in a van by the river, and just drive. I have no desire to do that whatsoever. But watching these people do it, it's fascinating. You know?
Well, they seem to be really happy. They're in the van. Everything's gotten simple for them, and
Yeah,
so I don't know.
it really is. Yeah, and the little house thing. Have you seen that where they build these little houses and
Tiny
shit?
house.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Love it. I love watching all that stuff. But I have no desire to do it. But to watch another one that I love watching is the camping ones with the guys. They'll drive out in like a Jeep or a 4-wheel truck out into the middle of fucking nowhere.
It's called wild camping, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like in the middle of there's nobody around for like 50, 100 miles. And then they set up their camp, and it's fascinating. I love it. I can watch that shit all day. It's crazy.
Funny thing, I've been watching Roman Radford family on YouTube. They were on Channel 5 documentary 8 o'clock last night in UK.
Which one is that, dude? The Robin what?
Roman Radford.
Robin Radford.
They're on Roaming Radford.
Oh, roaming Radford.
Yeah.
Is it a
They're on YouTube.
British show, or was it just the?
There was a documentary on Channel 5 8 o'clock last night,
yeah.
and they were on it.
Roaming Radford.
Basically, I'm friends with their relation, very close friends, and a friend of mine phoned me around about 6 o'clock last night to let me know that they were on Channel 5.
Roaming
Radford.
Are they like in a truck or a car or something? They drive around.
It's a camper van.
Camper
van they got.
Yeah.
It's called multi-million motorhomes, I think it's called, on Channel 5.
Yeah, that's fascinating, that stuff, to me. I do enjoy watching those kinds of videos.
Yeah.
You know, it's
we'll
interesting.
Be at home a lot more. We're watching all kinds of new stuff that probably wouldn't have been watching.
That's probably true. Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, because we're all locked down and stuck at home and all that nonsense. You start drifting into subjects and videos that normally you wouldn't give it a second's thought, but now you're discovering all these great things now.
And to be honest, I've been watching a lot more YouTube now than I have watched terrestrial telly for the last year and a half.
Yeah,
and I find YouTube's more interested.
It is
with documentaries,
No, I agree.
And I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube for about 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, you can find all kinds of good stuff on YouTube.
And good films on there too, from the 60s onwards.
I tell you what's a great channel on YouTube. I don't know if you found this channel. It's called Mindset Central. Have you found that one?
Yeah. All because of Matthew.
It's a great channel. It's a great channel.
Matthew's on last night, wasn't he?
I was on with him. I was on.
No, Matthew. You was on with him, was you?
With Matthew Williams, yeah. Oh no, today I was on. Well, this afternoon he did a live stream, and I jumped on with him for like an hour or two.
Yeah, I missed it. I did. I got notification about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I went on with it was who was on there? It was me, Matt, Taffy.
Yeah.
And then 2 other guys who wore masks. They wouldn't show their faces. They had like gas masks on.
All right, I haven't seen that bit. I'll be watching that later today.
It was pretty weird. And when they when they first came on, I was like, oh fuck, here we go. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to rip into these 2 fucking maniacs. So I started, playing around with them and asking them stupid shit to get them going. But it was like the more I got to know them, it was like, oh, okay, these guys are pretty cool. You know what I mean? They're good.
Yeah.
But when you first see them, they show up and they got fucking gas masks on. You're like, well, this guy's obviously
we call it sand glow color masks.
Well, like a fucking World War II like a real gas mask.
I know the one. Yeah.
With the round eyes and when they showed up, I was like, well, obviously this guy's a fucking mental case. You know what I mean? But the more
so are they like regulars on Matt's channel, or
no, I think Matt has gone on explores with them in the past. But I think this was the first time they showed up on the live. I think I might be wrong, but I think this was the first time they showed up. But yeah, no, they, after a while, once you got to know them and talk to them, they were actually pretty cool. But initially, when someone shows up,
it's a shock when you first see them.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this fool? Fucking gas mask on. He's out of his mind. But,
the only complaint I got with Matt's channel is you got to tell him all the blur people, the blur man, is always got to be in the back. You can't have the blur people in the front. So as you're walking, he's walking with people, and he blurs people's face out.
Yeah.
It's like, can't tell those guys to get behind you.
I know. Well, that was, you know what, Steve? That was one of the guys that showed up on the stream this afternoon. Was one of the
one that,
it was one of the blurred people, right? Because he goes on the Explorer with Matt. So he's on the Explorer, you know, climbing up, going into wherever. But for whatever reason, he doesn't want his face shown on the internet.
Makes me wonder what they're blooming hiding.
So, I mean, for Matt, it's a pain in the ass because he's there. He films everything, and then he's got to go back and edit everything and blur out these fucking retards' face every fucking 3 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It is.
And then
totally agree.
And then he invites them on the live stream, and because they don't want their face shown, they show up with with the fucking gas mask on.
Well, isn't it COVID? Aren't you supposed to be wearing a mask?
No, well, it's not a coat. It's a gas. And I keep telling them. I told him this. I said, look, you don't need to blur out these guys' faces. All these guys need to do when they show up for the Explorer, put on a ball cap, put on a cap, and put on a fucking COVID mask. Nobody's gonna recognize you.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? No one's gonna. So what's the big deal? You put on a cap and a COVID mask. Nobody knows nothing. Instead of this fucking blurring out every two, it's just crazy. It's a big. I mean, you feel bad. You feel bad for Matt because he makes a great video, and then he's like,
yeah,
oh fuck, now I got to go through and edit and blur out all these fucking faces every minute. It's crazy.
Is there like software you can use for that, or?
No, it's got to be manual, man, because you got to go in there and manually do every. Whenever someone comes in frame, you got to go in and fucking. Pull the square over their face to blur it out. It's a manual process.
It's a lot of work.
So yeah, it takes it takes a lot of time.
I think thing is, I was watching. I think Saturday night. I was watching when Matt went to the Nestle Tower in London, and that's when they had to blur out the face.
Well, that was one of the guys that showed up today with the gas mask on.
So why hide his identity then?
Because he doesn't want to be known. He doesn't want his face out there. He wants to remain incognito. He wants to remain
incognito. Yeah,
anonymous.
Why not? Yeah,
that's his deal.
So how are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing. Just hanging in there, trying to stay healthy. Yeah,
Steve.
Let
me ask
you. Mild in this country at the moment.
Let me ask you, Steve. Steve, be honest. What are you drinking?
Oh.
You froze. Oh, look at this! Look at this. He's a man after my own heart. Check this shit out.
I didn't think I'd like it, but I'm actually starting to enjoy it.
Boom.
He's on the vodka. He's on the But dude, seriously, isn't it delicious? 805 is the fucking bomb.
Yeah, it's not bitter. It's got a great taste.
Absolutely
nice
delicious, man. I love. I've become fucking mildly addicted to this shit. It's like the best beer. It's really, really tasty. It's delicious. It's great.
It's really outside the front
there
of
it
the
is.
house.
Look at it. What happened? You being broken into? Are we gonna get a home invasion stream to the internet, Anthony? What's going on?
No, I was just by our car outside.
What's he doing?
Well, he's pissed.
They do wheelies out in front
of
your
house.
You go tell him to bugger off. Cheeky bastard. Tell him to bugger off, man. Jesus.
Not long ago, someone kicked the mirror off my mother's car.
Why is that? Why did you do that?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of it's happening around this area lately.
Yeah.
Some idiot going around scratching the cars and damaging cars, like.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
We have
man.
problems with our catalytic converters being stolen.
Oh, dude. You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny you say that, Steve. A couple weeks ago, a guy at work with me, he he was late, and I called him up. I said, "Dude, where are you?" And he said, "Someone stole my catalytic converter."
Mm-hmm.
Like he got out of his apartment, went to get into the car, and it was fucking gone. Can you believe that?
I bet it
What
was
is going
blowing.
on? What is
Apparently, they make really good money off of it.
Really?
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he says they can make upward of $600 to $1,200 per catalytic converter.
No way.
Yeah, especially on Toyotas.
What's up with
Bloody
that
hell.
shit? That's
It's
crazy.
like copper
man.
is more expensive than gold, apparently.
Copper. Oh, well, you
Yeah.
copper thieves.
Is it
Yeah.
platinum they're after? I don't know what. There's some sort of metal they're in there. Are you getting an echo?
Platinum.
I'm getting an echo.
No, I'm
I hear
okay.
myself
Your video is it's stuttering. It's choppy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is there.
Do you have a lot? Do you have a lot of
peeking.
other applications running, Steve?
No, I don't think so. I just started up my computer. Oh, hold on.
Maybe
Sounds like it's peaking.
close out your close out the apps you're not using. Maybe that'll smooth it out a little bit.
It's like it's peaking, it's cutting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go to
yeah.
the landline.
Let's
I'm not
see.
back in 5 minutes. Just wait longer.
Yeah, no worries. Luke says catalytic converters have platinum in them. Oh, I didn't know that. So
Ah,
maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the. And Luke is also where's Percy? Percy is not live streaming on a Sunday. He's at home with his family. But Percy will be back on Friday on the Howl, the Mindset Howl. Percy will be back on Friday, for sure. You okay there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm here.
All good?
He's froze.
You're frozen.
There we go. Is that better?
And you still froze. I mean, your audio is fine. It's just the video is stuttery.
Yeah, I just plugged in the landline, so I don't
Uh-huh.
know. It's it's Comcast, so it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Internet. So
I've got to visit the toilet back in a minute.
All right. Give it my best.
Okay, you see the lamp up there, all right?
The lamp.
You see the lamp up there?
The lamp. There you go. Look at that. There's a lamp.
nice lamp.
Look at that. I mean, it's amazing. Anthony is 5,000 miles away, and you're up the fucking street, and he's got a better internet connection. What's up with that?
I like that one. Back in a minute.
It's just crazy.
You know,
I don't know what the deal is.
he's
'cause it should
5,000
be-
miles away, dude, and you're like literally. I could get in the car and be there in 2 hours.
And I got 50. I think it's 50 megs. So go figure. But,
I don't know,
yeah,
man. That's crazy.
sure, nice day last couple days though.
Beautiful.
Rain is gone. and
Oh,
the
beautiful.
sun's been out. And
It's,
been going
it's-
over in England, but it's been 50. Well, let's see. Today almost hit 70 degrees.
Oh, it was 75 down here today, dude. It got up to 75 in LA. Yeah, beautiful weather. And between 70 and 80, that kind of 70, 75, 80. I don't know if you feel the same, Steve, but for me, that's perfect. It's fucking perfect.
I love it cold though.
It's not too
It gets
hot. It's not too cold. It nails it. You know.
I'm not looking forward to summer though.
Oh,
To be honest
jeez,
with you. California summers suck, but unless you're in San Francisco, then it gets cooler. But
Yeah, that's true.
everywhere else, it's just it's
Well, last year in like I think it was September or October, for like a week, for like 5 days, it was like 118.
Mm.
It was fucking brutal. You couldn't go outside. You go outside, you're like, oh my god, it's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, it gets hot, especially here in the valley. It gets hot too. But then you go just I want to say about 60 miles to the coast, and it could drop down to 50 degrees. So it could be 105 in the valley, 60 along in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird.
Yeah, it's here too. When you once you get to the coast, it's literally like 10 to 15 degrees cooler. As you get closer to the ocean, it gets cooler. There he is.
Oh,
So Anthony, let me ask you this: around Christmas time, do you get any extra work in the department stores?
oh Jesus. I'm semi-retired at the moment. Is there allowed?
Ho ho ho! I'll tell you a story.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
God.
Christmas. So I remember There's a good story. When I was a kid in Swansea, check this out. You know the co-op. You have a co-op we're in Port Talbot co-op.
Yeah.
So there used to be a Santa, or back then it was Father Christmas. And when you were a little kid, you sit on his lap, and he'd ask you questions. Like ho ho ho. So what? Hello, little boy. What do you want for Christmas? That kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So you sit in his lap, and you go, ho, 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 I'm Father Christmas, I am. And he said, oh, thank you, Santa. Oh, Father Christmas. And he said, oh, well, now, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, I want a Nintendo. Oh, okay, Nintendo. And now, and where are you from? He says, oh, I'm from Town Hill. And he said, oh, I lives up there, too.
Mad.
That fucking stupid bastard.
Oh,
but you know what I mean?
bloody
It's that kind of that kind of Welsh humor. Stupid.
Yeah. Crikey Moses.
Hey Anthony, whose coat is this jacket?
Whose Jack's this coat? I do it now tomorrow.
I'll do it now after.
Do it now after.
Do it
I'll
now.
do it now tomorrow.
My grandmother always used to say that to me. I'll do it now after.
It's still the same now.
Yeah.
It's still the same
She'll
now.
always used to say that to me. I'll do it now after. It's like double speak.
That's
Yeah.
just a kind of an
crazy.
English youth word play.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you break it down. You think about it. It's fucking nonsense. But when you're talking like that, you don't think anything of it. It's just,
I'll do it now in a minute.
Yeah, I'll do it now yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll do it now in a minute.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, but it's just
No,
common.
it
It's just the common language. It's just to say it.
Yeah.
It makes
And
no
that's
sense.
like a Welsh. That's a Welsh.
It's like a
thing?
Welsh thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it now in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that to someone up in England, they won't have a clue.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I noticed years and years ago. Years and years ago in the early 2000s, I used to do technical support, computer tech support, and we used to do tech support for the Swift Trucking Company. You familiar with them, Anthony? Swift Trucks.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Swift,
I think they over here too up in
Swift. Are they really?
in this country? Swift. Yeah.
How about you, Steve? You heard about Swift Trucks? You see them all over the freeways, driving all over the place.
Yeah, they're moving
all over the place.
Uniforms
And we used to get truck drivers calling in. Their computers are not working, and they're a lot of them be from down south. And you'd ask them to do something. They say, "Go ahead and right click on your desktop," and they'd be like, "Do what now?" But that was the vernacular. It was like, "Do what now? Do what now?" Okay, go ahead and or drag this icon over here. Do what now? You know what I mean? Do what? I always remember one guy. He called in. This just burned into my brain. He couldn't get his printer to work. And I said, "Well, have you tried this? Have you tried that?" And this is exactly what he said to me. He said, "I've done just about everything I can do except dance on it." I've done just about everything I can do except dance on it. Great stuff.
So,
Big tempo.
so being from England, can you tell the different dialects in America from
Who, me?
the south to the east? Well, I know you probably can.
I
'cause
can.
you've been there a while,
I can
but,
tell. How about you? How about you,
Anthony, do you
Anthony?
tell the difference?
I'm trying to think now. Canadians
Like from the
got a
East
different
Coast,
sort
kind of
of.
New York style
Yeah.
versus California or the South, or
Can you tell the
Midwest.
accents?
I can tell the Canadians differently to the rest of America, and also New York's got sort of a different dialect to the middle part of America down to the South America. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now Texans got a very strong dialect compared to California.
Yeah.
And are there still have problems with electricity out there
Oh,
in
I
Texas?
tell you what, there's a hell of a mess over there, Anthony. They don't know
You
what
bet.
they don't know what the hell they're doing over there, man. I tell you, it's fucking
But
terrible.
that's the thing, T. Texas not used to it, is it?
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they've had some crazy weather, and it's so unusual. They're so not used to it. It's kind of understandable why everything is so fucked up over there, you know, because it's bizarre.
With Texas,
They
it's
had snow.
oil country, innit?
They had snow in fucking San Antonio and Austin. I mean, it's never heard of. Who has
Never
snow?
heard
It's
of.
crazy.
No, never heard of it. Never heard
It's
of it.
bizarre, you know. It's very strange.
I think
Never
it's the
heard of
polar
that before.
vortex is what's causing a lot
The
of
Polar Vortex. That's a great name for a
Yeah.
band, by the way. Polar
this. Yeah, there
Vortex.
you go. The vortex.
Like a metal band. Polar Vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a punk rock
Polar
band.
Vortex.
That's good for the band, for those, yeah.
It would be a good name for a band, Polar Vortex.
What's happening here now?
What? What's
Oh,
wrong?
stupid phone.
What's wrong?
I touched the side of the screen and went on to another page.
Oh, see, just don't touch it.
Oh.
Let's see. Full Edo says, "What are we all doing awake in the UK? I start work in 2 hours." I don't know, dude. I can't fucking answer that question. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really glad you're all here, and it's great to talk to you all. But it is a bit mental. Let's be honest.
Well, I fell asleep 10 o'clock last night and woke up at 12:30.
And that was it. You've been up the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And yesterday morning, I had about 6 hours sleep, went to the bank, couldn't draw money out of the bank.
Wait. You said you went to the bank, right?
Yeah, to take money out of the bank.
Okay, I thought you said something else.
Like, oh, you cheeky devil. I gotta call and see the bank later on today to see why I can't take money out. Money's there,
Yeah.
but when I put in what I want to take out, the hole in the wall, I call it, the ATM,
Yeah.
they won't give it to me.
Why not?
So, but I got money in
The
there.
banks or something.
So I got my card.
Who are you banking with, Anthony? Who's your bank?
Barclays.
Barclays
Barclays
Bank.
Mm.
It might be time
I
to
don't
change.
think so.
Might be time to change banks.
I don't know if it's
Just
to do with the ATM or my card.
Well, it has to do if you have the money in there and they're not giving it to you. What it has to do with is the bank sucks.
Yeah.
So it might be time to take the money out and
Okay.
tell them to
And
go
to someone else.
tell them to go fuck themselves
Mm,
and go put your money in another bank.
yeah. Something not quite right.
Because you
'Cause
shouldn't have to deal with it.
I was absolutely bloody tamping when I come home yesterday morning.
'Cause you couldn't get your
Absolutely
money out.
tamping. I couldn't get my money. So I had to ask, because
Yeah.
my mother lives in with me,
Uh-huh.
right? So I had to ask my mum to give Dave 50 quid. And I'll pay it back as soon as I get money out to the bank when I go into the bank itself.
Your mother's alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking of fucking psycho scenario for a second.
Psychosomatics.
Norman?
Matt.
What? Hello, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Why I man?
Well, are you, man?
Why I man?
What's the other one? Johnny.
John. Oh my God, dude! After last Friday with Johnny, we're sorry. Would you come on?
Come on home.
So on Saturday, Percy calls me up. He's like, "Dude, I got the video of the Johnny come home thing."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right." He said, "I'm gonna pull clips of the guy going, Johnny, we're sorry." And he said, "And we can play it on the show next Friday. I'll pull the audio and we'll play it." And I'm like, "Oh, that's a great idea." But then I'm thinking, well, YouTube is so mental with their algorithms and their copyright bullshit that if I were to play that on the stream, I'd get like a strike or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, well,
But he's going to do it, is he?
Well, I'm like, it's a great idea, but playing that on the stream might not be the best,
No.
because YouTube is so strict with all that copyright stuff. So we probably won't do that. But it would have been funny.
I'd rather Mark.
Which one?
Yeah, it's funny because my son does a YouTube channel for gaming, right? So
Yeah.
I get on and I join him, and we
Uh-huh.
so we go and play these games. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of this time in which you get to get together with a bunch of other people and you just fool around. Right?
Yeah.
So he plays the piano and plays the guitar and all this stuff. And I told him, I said, look, let's create some theme songs. We'll put them on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, I've been reading the YouTube policy, and apparently, even if you write a theme song and it happens to be copywritten and you just play it, apparently that can get you a copyright strike.
Oh God.
No
I
way.
can't believe it. So I told him, don't worry about that. Who's gonna nail you for if you're playing a song?
Yeah.
Just change a key occasionally,
Right,
Just
right.
change. But yeah, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. I mean, he's playing the music with his own piano, and yet they're going to give him a copyright strike for that.
Yeah. It's insane. It's
It's ridiculous, that, isn't it?
It's they're way too strict. I mean, I understand, they're protecting copyright. I get it, okay, I get it. But there's a lot of times where, I would play something on the show that nobody's heard before. And
Like
all it's doing, yeah, exactly. All it's doing is it's promoting the music. So, I never heard that. That's great. Now I like it. Like that guy, Mark Riboulet, that I played a couple of days ago, right? I mean, luckily, all his stuff is improvised on the spot and not copyrighted, so I can play that and not get a strike. But a lot of people, they didn't even know this guy existed, right? But now I've turned them on to him. They subscribe to his channel. They like his music. So
I've done it too.
He's gained subscriptions. But if it was all copyright and stuff, my video would have been pulled down. It would have been flagged. Would have been a whole fucking nightmare over nothing. Instead of just letting me play it, and now he has a few more subs thanks to people listening to it for the first time, thinking, "Oh, this guy's good."
Yeah.
Have you?
And that's what it is. You're helping that person out by sharing information to other people about it.
Exactly.
That's
and he's getting better subs for it now.
Yeah.
These lawyers got to get paid. I don't even know it's the artists anymore. It's it's just a
you're
lot of
right.
these middlemen are the ones that are going after people.
Uh-huh.
But,
Yeah.
so Gareth, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Have you heard that Amazon Prime is wanting to open up something similar to YouTube? Have you heard anything about that?
No.
I was reading an article about this, and I was trying to remember where I saw it. I was like, I got to tell Garrett about that, But that would be interesting if
That
Amazon
would,
Prime
yeah.
did something similar, especially get on the ground floor or something
Well,
like.
I mean, YouTube needs competition.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know there's BitChute and there's Odyssey and there's all these other things, but basically, when you boil it down, YouTube is the only game in town.
At the moment, till we get someone else to.
Exactly. YouTube is so. What Steven's saying is, if Amazon, who has the money, the like billions and billions of dollars, if they were to get in there and create their own version of YouTube, that's competition. Right.
Yeah.
And whenever there's two or more companies competing with each other, the consumer always wins.
Yeah.
And
also you got the choices then between the two or maybe three.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
and that's what we need in this world.
Yeah.
We need
So
someone to take on YouTube.
Totally. So Steve, if that's true, that's fucking great news.
I
hope so too.
Yeah. There's kind of seems to be some rumors about that, and of course there's some antitrust stuff happening with
Yeah.
a lot of the the Microsofts and of course Apple has got a big antitrust lawsuit going and stuff. So that'll be interesting how that all shakes down and how that affects YouTube and the direction of YouTube and just Apple and Google and all that. But
yeah, but competition is good. It's good. It's good for consumers like us. Competition is good. So if there's a
Hopefully, if it is true, hopefully Amazon does come on board, like, because we can have two choices then to use YouTube or Amazon.
yeah, or more choices. I mean,
More choices,
yeah. We need more
More the better.
more choices. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love YouTube. YouTube's great, but it literally is the only game in town. We need more.
Yeah.
We need more choices.
We need two more.
Yeah, because I mean, if
to
YouTube
have competition.
if YouTube gets all stupid with its copyright and banning people and shit, then you can go to the next guy and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook,
there's Twitch out there, I think. I want to say there's Twitch. Is it Twitch?
Yeah, game streaming.
Yeah. So he does that and YouTube.
Yeah.
But Twitch just seems cluttered, and YouTube's got him. YouTube's so much better.
It's easier. It's easier to find things on YouTube than it is on Twitch.
Yeah.
It seems confusing.
Yeah, it's difficult unless you know exactly who you're looking for, or Twitch can be a little all over the place, whereas YouTube has got its shit together as far as finding stuff.
Yeah.
Daily Motion, they're kind of. Does anyone go there hardly at all, or is that even play anymore?
No,
not anymore. It's mainly YouTube is the thing. I mean, like what we're doing right now, we're live streaming. This is great, man. We're broadcasting. It's an amazing technology to be able to do this. Just to click a button, and you're broadcasting to the world. And people, no matter where you are on planet Earth, if you have an internet connection, you can watch this. I mean, that's a wonderful thing.
Well, and it's also
the thing is, I'm using my mobile phone.
Yeah.
I'm not using the laptop.
Yeah.
Every time I use the laptop, my video is sort of like freezing all the time.
Yeah.
And I use the new tower system, and that's just exactly the same. So I'm using the Wi-Fi on my phone.
That doesn't make sense, though, dude.
No, it doesn't, because that tower computer is wired up on the Ethernet cable.
Yeah,
I can't understand it.
I'm on a computer. I'm on a Mac with an Ethernet going into it, and it works flawlessly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's absolutely disappointed over that.
Yeah. What do you got over there, Steve? You got a Windows 10 PC, right?
Yeah, PC. As you can see, it's working quite well today. So.
I don't think it's the computer.
Actually, it could be. Who knows what it is? But yeah, I've got a Windows. I couldn't tell you. It's IB compatible. How
it's
about
probably the. Are you connected via cable or?
I'm landline. I just switched it up top to
Wi-Fi.
landline, and I was Wi-Fi before. It could be just the way this stream works, because sometimes I noticed that I had troubles before, or maybe it's picking something up. I just cleared everything, so nothing should be running in the background. Yeah, it's really weird.
It's
I don't
freezing
know
every once in a while. It's not very smooth.
When I first came on to speak to Gareth, it was sort of like all I got was about a 1 second delay after Gareth spoken.
Well, I noticed, Anthony, when you first joined like a couple of weeks ago, and you were on your
laptop
computer on your laptop, it was terrible.
It was.
But now when you're using your phone, it looks great.
Yeah, and I'm using a Samsung S21. No, Samsung 21S.
Yeah, it looks.
That's what I'm using.
It looks good. It's smooth, and it works well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's why I rely on this phone to talk to you now, live streaming.
Yeah.
I want to use a laptop, and that's an i5 processing, huh?
I don't think it's the computer, dude. It's got to be the internet. But then again, you're on. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I'm on Wi-Fi in the phone.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense.
Huh? As soon as I go on that laptop using the Ethernet cable, it's very choppy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No, something not right there.
Strange.
And the thing is that on Friday I spent at least an hour on the phone trying to get that bloody Wi-Fi hub sorted out.
Yeah.
So I lost everything on Friday. And
didn't
I
you
phoned him up.
you were on Friday, right? I think I talked to you on Friday.
Yeah, it was on Friday night. I was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon UK time.
Oh, I see.
I was on the phone to Utility Warehouse trying to get this bloody Wi-Fi hub sorted out.
Yeah. Well, it's working now. That's the main thing.
Yeah, working perfect now.
Yeah, it's working great. You look fine. Yeah, it's smooth, everything.
Yeah.
And you're using a cell phone, right?
Yeah, he's on his cell phone.
Yeah.
He's on his phone.
I'd rather use the phone talking, live streaming with Gareth and many other people that join Gareth's live stream.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as I use the internet on the Ethernet cable, the audio coming back to me is like
it's weird, huh?
Echoing.
Yeah.
It's weird. Absolute weird.
Yeah. Have you ever? Go ahead, Steve. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking about this whole internet thing and YouTube and all that. And what's happening is a whole new medium is changing. When you get your news, you turn on the TV. That was the old way of doing it.
Yeah.
You turned the TV on, you waited till 5 o'clock, and the news would come streaming to you.
Uh-huh.
But now we have a whole new medium in which we're getting the news and getting media. And that's one of the reasons I just love this YouTube stuff, because I could talk to someone in England 5,000 miles away and get instant feedback, instant information. Where I couldn't do that. That's just say going back, a few years back, without having lots of technology and lots of different types of stuff. And so what's happening is the whole media is changing. The way the media is looked at, what's considered media, what's considered news. So to me, I just think it's great. It's just fantastic. There's more independence out. There's more independent thought. There's more independent stuff out there. And it's not an oligarchy where you get all this streaming stuff and it's a package deal and that's what you get. You don't get to pick and choose. But with the YouTube and all that, I could choose what I want to see.
Exactly. I don't like this person, that's why I like watching YouTube. That's why I like watching YouTube. You can watch what you want to watch.
Yeah.
You're not being forced by watching terrestrial TV, digital TV in UK. To force you to listen to this. You can pick and choose what you want to watch.
Yeah.
And that's why I like watching YouTube documentaries and stuff like that. There's certain things I watch, some TVs and stuff like that. But, between the lines, both sides, I take on board the information that I've seen on YouTube. And then when I watch the mainstream media news in the UK, I think to myself, it's like a little bit too much biased on certain news channels.
Let's put it this way. Here in the United States, the media has gotten so bad, the news has gotten so bad on the alphabet channels that I have to watch the BBC to find out world news.
Yeah. There's nothing on in the U.S. Forget it. I don't know if you found this, Steve, but when I watch local news, I only watch it for two reasons: the weather and the traffic.
Exactly, and that's why I watch it.
That's it. Everything else, I don't give two fucks about. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
All I want to know is going to be what's the weather going to be like tomorrow, and is my drive to work going to be a fucking nightmare? That's it. Everything else, I don't give a shit.
With you there, Gareth.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Yeah, that's all I watch news for. To weather and traffic.
Yeah. Other than that, no one gives a fuck. Who
cares? The rest of it's bullshit.
Yeah. Not interested.
Yeah.
With Google, you don't even have to watch traffic anymore,
That's true. That's true too.
And actually, I think they do weather too. Now that I think about it, but
I know, but they don't have cute chicks telling you the weather on Google.
There you go. Storm frontier.
Exactly. Yeah, but
mad one.
It's amazing. I mean, just think about it, dude. We're right now. We're talking live. There's three of us on here yapping away. Like how far is Sacramento from LA? Like what? Like 200-300 miles, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So Steve's like 300 miles from me, Anthony
hours.
Yeah.
Anthony
So-
is 5,000 miles away from me. And then we got how many people? Then we got like 19 people watching us in the and then we got all the people in the chat room. I mean, it's staggering. It's amazing.
Smoky Town, Port Talbot.
He's from Port Talbot. Look at that. It's unbelievable. Who knew?
and then with COVID,
who knew Port
COVID is
Talbot even
opening
had
the door even more.
electricity?
Over the last few days, it's stunk of
I bet it has.
when the steel's being made.
Yeah,
The water hit the steel. It
the
stunk
steel
of that
works.
last. Yeah, it really
So
stunk.
is the steelworks still going strong over there, Anthony?
Yeah, at the moment.
It's doing good.
At the moment, but I think the next 2 or 3 years they're going to have a big employer to take over the steelworks. Otherwise, the steelworks is going to go down the pan.
It's done.
It's on its way out.
But isn't the steelworks the number one economic deal in Port Talbot?
Supposed to be, yeah.
It's like the main
Tata Steel
employment.
Steel tried to sell it off a couple of years ago, and
Right, but if the steelworks closes down, what's everyone going to do for work?
exactly, it'd be a dead place.
It's over.
Yeah. And Port Talbot will be no more if it did close down.
The entire town would just that'd be the end of it.
Yeah, the entire South Wales would die with it. And and that's the thing. Last year they did, before this this COVID appeared, they did make a profit for a few months, but now they end a profit, and the steelworks in Port Talbot at the moment is in serious trouble. I'm hoping, right, for the people that work as far as Llanelli,
Yeah.
right, people from Llanelli come down here to work in the steelworks,
Uh-huh.
and as far as Cardiff, and if Port Talbot steelworks closed down, that is it.
That's it.
That is it.
That's a bit depressing, huh?
Yeah. And the thing is, Port Talbot will be dead. All the shops are closed down completely.
That's the end of the town. It'll just dry up.
Yeah,
it's done.
it'd be end of Swansea Bay, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is this due to COVID that steel is
No,
shutting down,
no.
or is it they're just
No,
imports coming?
it's down to the competition with China, and also
Fucking China.
China.
Every minute with fucking China.
China does cheap steel,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I know
Which
they do.
rusts.
Everything they
With
do is
Port Talbot
cheap.
Steelworks, they make steel 99.9% good steel. With China, they just throw it out. Same as the copy
But it's cheap.
copies
though.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the trouble. This country's trying to compete with China,
Mm-hmm.
and China is just throwing it out, and no
Yeah.
country can't compete with it.
Yeah. It's too cheap.
Yeah,
You ever gotten
Shitty.
screws from China? The heads just spin right off because of
Yeah.
the steel.
yeah,
It's just-
they're crap,
yeah.
absolute crap.
Shit.
You buy a car from China, next 2 years be in a scrapyard.
Yeah.
It's taken at least 30 years Port Talbot were producing good quality steel, and the Fiat panned out the front, right? Even though it's made, a trademark of Fiat, but it's made in this country,
Uh-huh.
and it's 17 years old. All we had is one spot little weld on that car.
That's it. well made,
No.
well built.
well made, well built, yeah.
Yeah.
And the quality steel made in Port Talbot is 99.9% brilliant
Yeah.
and Chinese shit.
Chinese shit.
Yeah. And that's fact, that is. Same
It's
as,
crazy. Is it
Tata.
cheaper to ship it? To ship
Yeah.
it from China all the way to England
Yeah.
than it is to mine it out of the ground.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah.
reason? Is that labor issues or is it why is that?
Gareth.
Well, no, I mean we're very lucky. We should mention we're very lucky on today's live stream to have a steel expert on the show, Anthony.
Well, I think I'm not an expert in steel, but I know the steelworks in Port Talbot has invested heavily back in the just after the Second World War, and they did invested heavily making good quality steel,
Quality.
right? And even though back in the 70s when Austin and all that, Gareth, you know this. We had problems with Austin, Morris,
Morris
and other
Minor.
companies, doing shoddy work on their cars.
Yeah.
Austin Princess,
The Princess. What an ugly fucking car that was.
yeah. But I had the Ambassador,
Ooh. The Ambassador. Yes.
the Ambassador,
Very nice.
metallic, like a metallic. It's not red, but it's between. It's a metallic red, but it's not the bright red, like the
Okay.
pillar box red. It's not that.
Yeah.
So I had the Ambassador, right? But it did have some quirks to it, honestly.
Yeah.
The strap underneath that holds the petrol tank up.
Uh,
Driving along one day, the petrol tank went boom,
it fell off.
fell off.
Okay. Oh.
And that's to do with Austin, that was.
Yeah.
British Leyland.
Leyland. Yeah.
They're all the same, weren't they?
Shit.
That's a problem. See, they put like the Phantom Plus. They put sort of quirkiness inside the cars, like walnut dash and stuff like that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lovely seats, but they didn't think about the outside of the car, did they?
Yeah.
And that's where British Leyland screwed up, Austin screwed up, and that's why when it was Rover afterwards, that's why Rover went downhill.
Yeah.
They
Does Rover does it even exist anymore?
no, MG still.
Oh, MG
does.
is still going.
Yeah.
They're still going.
And under the new consortium back in, trying to think it out. New consortium took over MG back in 2008
Okay.
after Rover MG went bust. But the consortium took in MG because
Uh-huh.
obviously MG is famous for
Yeah, it's the sports
rallying
cars,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still going, but
Mhm.
it's under a consortium.
Yeah, you still every once in a while I'll see an MG over here driving around, like one of the old ones from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
You'll see every once in a while I'll see one driving around over here.
It's about 2 years ago in the Aberarvon shopping centre. They in the centre itself they had MG cars. There four of them there,
Uh-huh.
and SUVs and a smaller car.
Yeah.
And I was looking at them and I thought, Christ, what a difference. Because MG with the consortium, right? You got no BMW. You got no Rover Group anymore, right? The consortium took on the MG, And I tell you what, hell of a difference,
Yeah.
right? Because they have heavily invested in making new cars, right? And when I looked at them, right, they look sporty, these cars. And that's what MG is all about, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me ask you this:
Rally sporty
what's
cars.
what's the situation in the UK for like electric vehicles? Is that taking off? Is that catching on?
Mm, I think it's about 65% at the moment.
That's good.
But we have no we haven't have enough infrastructure
Oh,
for people
to charge
to
them.
drive up into a certain place to charge
Yeah.
your cars.
Yeah.
There's not enough of them. And if we have a good infrastructure with a
But
good output to
haven't,
charge those
but haven't
electric
they
cars
said
up,
though? I know that here in California they've said that by 2030, no gasoline powered cars will be for sale, and I think they did something very similar in the UK.
2025 apparently.
20. That's like fuck. That's next week.
Exactly. But the infrastructure is not your property. It needs
So how are they going
99
to do
up
that
to
with
100%.
2025? That's
It's not going to happen. It's not going to
yeah.
happen.
Well,
Like
are new cars do a lot of new cars get sold in the UK? I mean, is it popular to buy a new car every year?
To be honest, right, and this is my way of thinking. At the moment, I reckon it'll be around about 2030, 2035 before this United Kingdom has a full infrastructure for
For
charging up electric cars.
electric cars. Yeah.
Because I can't see petrol and diesel going out until then.
Well, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of electric cars over here. I don't know if you see the same thing, Steve. But here in LA, I see a lot of fucking Teslas and the Chevy Volt and all these
Yeah.
the Nissan Leaf. All
Yeah, I
these
think the state is buying a lot too.
yeah.
The state of
The
California.
thing is,
United
United Kingdom is about 2 or 3 years back.
For electric.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We lost in Bridgend last year, Ford.
They closed them down.
Ford pulled out because they turned and said, well, we're not going to invest into Bridgend Fords for electric cars. So they pulled out.
Wow.
Well, there needs to be more electric vehicles outside of Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people can't afford a Tesla.
Well,
And yet Tesla, you go everywhere. There's all these Tesla plants, where you could charge your vehicle up.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine you guys got a whole bunch down there too. They're just everywhere.
yeah.
But you can only go 100 miles, and you got to go charge the battery up. Or 200 miles.
And it takes about apparently when the fella that's on YouTube, he had a brand new Tesla. It's supposed to do around about 250 miles on a full
Something
charge.
like that, yeah. 250 to 300, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Anyway, obviously up and down the mountains in Wales, going up to Birmingham, and he had about 60 miles left when he got there.
That's good.
So obviously he went to these charging points, and the main charging point was outside. It wasn't garage. It was some place in Morrison's in Birmingham.
Okay.
And had a Tesla logo on the charger. So he went there, no problem at all. About an hour later, fully charged.
Yeah.
Right. Then he went to another place 2 days later to charge the Tesla up, and it took him about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And this is where the infrastructure needs to be sorted out in this country.
Yeah.
It's not enough of them.
Well, that's one of the things you got to get over too. It's like right now with a gas car or a petrol car, when you run out of fuel, you pull into a gas station, you fill up, and you're on your way.
And that's it. And you're on your way.
And you're
that's
done.
the thing. They need to do
But
more.
with electric, you got to pull in, plug it in, then hang out for an hour, and then you're
Up
on
to
your
3
way.
hours. Then up to 3 hours. It all depends.
Yeah, and then you
what
can
the
leave.
what the ampage is going into into
exactly,
it. Like.
Exactly. Yeah.
At the moment, this is the new beginning of
Yeah.
electric cars.
It is.
Obviously,
I
I
actually
got
look
a
forward to getting rid of
mobility
these big
too.
rigs.
Oh
actually
yeah, they're
making them
doing like
electric.
the big trucks too, huh?
Well, that would be fantastic because it's just
Yeah.
they put a lot of pollutants in the air. But second of all, it tears up the road. Of course, I don't know
Yeah.
if that would change. But
Right.
imagine having them all electric. You wouldn't hear these big rigs going up and down the freeways.
That's true.
All you hear,
Very true.
all you hear is like a big float.
Oh, like a milk
Yeah.
float. Fucking Unigit. Remember Unigit, Anthony?
Yeah, yeah, I remember you.
Unigit, innit?
And what's the other one? The what's the place now? The other side of the Black Mountains. Oh yeah, Llangard. Yeah, Llangadog Creamery.
Creamery. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hidden History of the
Ask-
Ray says, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Hidden History of the Ray.
Good morning, Hidden History.
Good morning.
Good morning. How
Well,
are you?
actually, good evening here.
Good evening here. We got Punches Couches is here. So I guess Tom Green makes exploring videos now. Yes, he does. Have you seen Tom Green's exploring? You know who Tom Green is? You know Tom Green? He's a Canadian comedian that was really big in the 90s. So now he has like we were talking about earlier, he has like this big van that he's converted into like this, with a bed and his computer and all his shit laid up in the back. And he's just driving around the United States, going from state to state, just driving around, and he's filming everything, and then he's editing it and putting it up on YouTube. Tom Green. Check that out. Crazy.
Johnny.
We're sorry,
Well, Christ.
but you come on home.
On home.
We're worried. Johnny. Dude, I was
bloody
singing that the other day. I thought I was driving home from work, and it just popped into my head, and like a mental case, I'm in the car going, Johnny, we're sorry.
Now, this is the Fine Young Cannibals,
The
right?
Fine Young Cannibal song,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
remember the series? It was Star Search. You remember that? It's a Star something. It's
Star Search.
I think it was Star Search.
It was like a talent show.
It was a talent show, and the Fine Young Cannibals. This is the '80s,
Uh-huh.
right? And so the Fine Young Cannibals come out to sing a song,
Yeah.
and a guy shows up in a suit and sneakers,
Mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
I think it was Star something, Star Search, or
Something like that.
something of that regard.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, the sneakers and a suit, and then he goes in and he sang one of his famous songs, that we all know today,
Uh-huh.
which I can't remember now, but
We're sorry.
that one. That's it. That's the,
Why don't you
when I hear that,
come
I'm
home?
come on.
that's not his
home.
favorite song. That's
We're worried.
who knows who that one is.
Well, another one.
love
What
you.
the other one? What was the other one? They did Suspicious Minds. Remember they did
Oh,
the.
Drives me crazy. That's
She
the one.
drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
the one.
Ah.
Ooh, ooh.
And then they did the Elvis one, Suspicious Minds. We
That's
can
the one.
go
I love
on
that song.
together with Suspicious Minds. Remember that one?
Mine. Yeah. Yeah.
That one? The Fine Young Cannibals. Whatever happened to those guys? They were good.
Retired, don't I?
Yeah, that's it. They packed it in, didn't
Brian Harvey, East 17.
they? Fucking packed it in. Not enough.
Remember him?
East 17.
Brian Harvey.
No, I don't remember that. What's that? What song did they have?
Stay another day. Yeah. Night 4. Christmas song.
I don't remember them. I'd already left by then.
Like you missed it all then,
I,
mate.
I missed it. I missed all that stuff, man. Gina G was on then.
Gina G was on then.
Who's who?
Gina G was on then. 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 Gina G was on then Gina G.
I missed that one. I don't know who that is. I was gone by then, dude. I was gone. I missed all that. I missed it all. Like Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer. I only
Yes.
I only found out about them because
In my head is spinning.
because a friend of mine in the UK would record the TV shows on videotape, and then he'd mail the tapes to me, and I bought a VCR that could play back tapes from anywhere in the world, so I could play back PAL tapes. So he would record all the Vic Reeves shows on a VHS tape, and he'd mail it to me, and then I'd get the tape and I'd put it in, and I'd watch it over here, and that was the only way I would be able to know what the fuck was going on. Otherwise, I had no idea. Because back then there was no YouTube. the internet was barely fucking working.
Barely. Well, it's new then, wasn't it?
Yeah,
back
so
then?
there was none of this, where you could watch anything you wanted to watch. There was no torrent sites or anything like that. So if you wanted to watch, if you were in the U.S. and you wanted British TV, you had to have someone over there fucking record it on tape and then put the tape in the mail. There was no other way around it.
Mortimer had an heart attack quite a few years ago.
Oh, he did? Is he all right now?
Yeah. Yeah, he's fine. He was doing fishing with some other guy. It's on one of the channels in the UK.
Vic
Mortimer something fishing.
Have you got any booze for baby?
You got any booze for baby?
You got any booze for baby? What you doing? Are you looking at my bra? You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what you doing? You looking at my bra? Don't be looking at my bra. Yes, fucking
Loads of dosh. Remember that one? Loads of dosh.
That was Harry Enfield, wasn't it? Loads of money.
Yeah. Loads of dosh.
money.
Loads of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only way that I would keep up with like British comedy and shit in the 90s was have the tapes sent over to me, because there was nothing over here,
No.
So I'd have friends like mail me VHS tapes of all the shows that they recorded off the TV,
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh God, what's that bloody thing? 1991. What's this bloody name now? One of the animation cartoons
What?
from America that came into UK back in 1990.
Ren and Stimpy.
No, I can see him now. Oh,
What? Simpsons.
Simpsons, that's it.
Yeah, the Simpsons.
Do the Batman.
Bart Simpson. Yeah.
Do the
That-
Batman. Remember that?
That show is still fucking going, dude.
Yeah, it's still going.
The Simpsons is the longest running cartoon series in history.
Yes. It's still going today.
Do you know what the second longest cartoon series is in history?
Go on.
The Flintstones.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Dabba
Yeah.
dabba doozy.
Yeah. And the Flintstones
Remember
they held the record for many years, and then the Simpsons overtook it. So the Simpsons is the longest running animated show in the history of television.
What they called? B50, B52?
What, the band?
Yeah.
Yeah, B-52s.
The 52s.
Yeah.
They brought that song out. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Oh, when they did that movie
Yeah.
in the mid-90s, they did like a live action version of the Flintstones, and the B-52s
Yeah, that's it.
did the theme. Yeah.
You guys
But
ever
these
see
wicked,
a
man.
cartoon series called The King of the Hill?
Oh yeah.
I watched
Yeah,
that. I watched
King
that.
of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
That just cracks me up. That one's one.
Oh boy, let me tell you this right now, Steve. It was the same guy who did the Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
I want a large coffee, some pancakes. Remember, he pulls up to the drive-thru and he's like, "Oh, I want a coffee, some pancakes, and some hash browns. Hello? Are you boys there?" And then you hear Beavis going, go away." through the drive-thru. He's like, go away. We're like busy. We're like busy or something.
Gareth,
What?
remember Ivor the engine?
Oh yeah, Ivor the engine. Ivor the engine. Yeah.
Better than Fireman Sam.
Fireman Sam. Fireman Sam was a pedo.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I remember Ivor the engine. Yeah, when I was a
That's
kid.
good though. And
Ivor the
also
engine.
Paddington.
Paddington. Remember the Will o' the Wisp?
Willow.
With-
Oh my
with-
God, yeah.
With Kenneth Williams would do the voice.
Kenneth Williams and what's that other woman?
What?
I think the woman needs to talk to Kenneth Williams and
Oh,
Willow
the
the Wisp.
I don't remember. But I remember Kenneth Williams. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He was in the don't say it. Don't say it. Oh God. Trying to think now. Carry On movies.
Yeah, Carry On, all the Carry On films in the
Yeah,
60s
yeah.
and 70s, yeah. Yeah,
Wicked man.
I just got the remember Carry On Screaming, the horror one? I just got that in HD.
Remember
That's amazing.
Carry On at the Khyber,
Carrying Up the Khyber, yeah.
which was that part of the film was broadcasted,
Well,
video recorded in the Welsh Valleys.
yeah. But they could never do that now because in that movie Carrying Up the Khyber, Kenneth Williams played an Indian.
Yeah.
And if he did that today, there'd be riots in the fucking streets.
And that's the problem of the world today.
Do you know what I mean? People would lose
That's the
their
big
shit.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just invited
But
you know.
what's the other one? Carry On Camping.
Carry On Camping. Yeah. Bernard Breslow, Sid James.
Yeah. Here comes the train.
The what?
The train.
Oh, are you near the station, are you? Are you near the train station?
I need the railway line.
Oh, there you go.
About 50 foot from it.
50 feet? Are you kidding me?
I'm trying to think. No, 100 feet from it, sorry.
Oh, okay. That's still
The
pretty, that's still
Swansea to Paddington.
yeah, I probably passed your house then, dude. When I was
Well,
on the
if you
train.
have, you might have seen two antennas outside the back of my house.
I've passed your house.
One with the IMAX 2000, 26 megas up to 30 megs antenna,
There you go. What are you on the CB?
and the other antennas is the HF VHF antennas.
There you go. 1-4 for
You
a
might have
copy.
passed it. You might have passed it when you come down here a couple of years back.
Probably. I probably did.
You can't miss it.
So next
If-
time,
when you come in,
next time I come back, I want you to stand on the roof and wave.
when you come through, when you come from London through Port Talbot from train station,
Yeah.
you got the Aberfan Shop Centre on your right. On your right hand side,
Yeah.
and 2 streets down from there. If you look on your left hand side, the railway line,
Yeah.
you see my antennas.
There we go.
No,
Well, I was
I'm
saying,
on
I was
the-
saying to when I was on the live stream earlier on today with Matt. I was on with Mutt, and I was talking. I was talking to Matt, and he was saying, he said you got to come on and explore with me. And I said to him, well, the next time I come over, we'll go on, and explore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but when that'll be, who the fuck knows?
In the next few years.
With all this, the COVID restrictions and flying and all this stuff,
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, fingers crossed. Hopefully, next year things will start to get back to normal, and you'll be able to travel. But you know, who knows? I mean, it might be a long time before I can get on a plane and go back to the UK. I don't know.
I reckon it'll be next year that things starting to get back to normal, but it'll be not the normal we know.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a different normal. And if you had the COVID jab, right, it's your passport to go travel the world.
Yeah.
And that's the new norm.
Every country is going to be issuing different restrictions. So I thought about going abroad myself, but I thought, well, where are you going to go?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because you go to one country and it may not be the same in the next country, and will you be able to get back? You know, in a timely manner. So.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be very strange, you know. But I mean, fingers crossed. If I would like to go back, maybe 2022. You know, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how it plays out. Who knows?
See, have them come here, and I got one for you. You can go explore. It's called Area 51. Matt would do really good there.
He'd either be arrested or dead.
Create an international incident.
There'd be a fucking major international incident.
Was it about 2 years ago? There's a group got together to invade the area.
Oh yeah, in 2019 they did the storm Area 51.
Yeah,
but it never happened. They had like a conference, like a convention, right outside it, where they had like bands and fucking food and beer, and they just had like a big party. But nobody stormed. I mean that's ridiculous.
You can't do it.
It's like a death sentence. If you were to storm Area 51,
you're gonna get shot.
100% you would be killed.
Yeah,
they would fucking. And when you go up there, there's a sign that says use of deadly force is authorized if you go past. So once you go past a certain point, they can legally kill you.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Matt's video with Nestle when he went into Nestle just recently?
I was
running for security, and security was after him. And I was thinking, imagine doing this in the States.
Oh, forget about it.
They not only would have called the police, but then the SWAT team would have arrived.
Boom, boom.
And I kid you not. So you would have had armed military personnel rolling through there, you know, for two explorers. Yeah, and that's the way it went down.
No, Steve, Steve is 100% correct. The shit that you can do in the UK with exploring these buildings, you cannot do that over here. The best case scenario is that you get arrested and the shit kicked out of you. That's the best. The worst is that they blow your fucking brains out.
I was watching it the other night, and the thing is, right? I was on the edge of my bed watching that towards the end.
What
the security underneath the bloody
it was fantastic.
The boards.
They were going in one room, security was going in another, and But you couldn't do that here. You just couldn't.
My bloody anxiety was going up in the roof.
Yeah, you
watch that.
You couldn't do it here. You couldn't.
Jesus, how the hell they got out of there? You never know.
Like if you were to go and explore a building over here, you're literally taking your life in your hands, literally.
Well, it's breaking and entering, even if you don't break.
Right, exactly.
If nothing's broken, you still entered.
And it's not just the cops; the security guards have guns.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
you know?
Shoot to kill policy.
Forget the cops. You got some fucking mental case security guard armed.
Well, and there's even a deeper point. The neighborhood you got to go into to get to these places, you may not survive.
Exactly. Exactly.
Could you imagine going and exploring the Watts Towers?
Oh, fuck me. You kidding me?
3 times I watched this video over the last few months, and it's got me on the edge of the seat. Matthew, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, the one was in Heathrow. How the hell he never got caught? I don't know.
Dude, when he was on that building and he lost his footing,
Oh, I shit myself because I thought he was going to
And
fall through
he
it.
went down. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
You know,
Jesus Christ, man.
it's crazy.
But that's the thing. See,
Yeah.
he puts us on edge.
Yeah, no, I mean
No,
they're great.
and
They're
he's
great
got
videos. They're fun. You know,
yeah,
it's fun to watch.
they are.
They're great,
They
good
are
videos.
great videos.
Yeah,
Absolute
and
great
it
videos.
you experience and see something that normally you would never see or experience.
Well,
You know,
but
when he goes in these
that
buildings and
the
does stuff.
the Nestle building, honestly, I was on edge because the
Especially when he got to
security
the
guard
roof.
With
knew
the
they were there.
security. Yeah, they just couldn't get him.
It
Well,
Yeah,
freaked me out
exactly.
because he was up on a roof and this one guy's going towards the edge, and I'm thinking it's slimy, it's wet, it's raining, and I'm thinking this has
Yeah.
got to be an English
Yeah.
thing because if it was America, they would have canceled the whole event,
Yeah.
right? But it's raining and they're on top of this concrete roof, and it's just a sheer edge, you know,
crazy.
23 stories straight down, you know.
Well,
And
the
the thing
guy.
is that, sorry,
I was gonna say the guy who he was with in that Nestle thing was the one that
the
showed up
blurred
today.
vision.
He showed up today on the live stream wearing a fucking gas mask because he don't want to be recognized.
No idea why. Obviously,
He doesn't want
Yeah.
his info out there, so he showed up with the gas mask on.
but if you notice, right, Steve, that building wasn't lit up in red lights, which is
Yeah,
supposed to be
except
lit up.
Oh well,
It's
yeah.
a
I guess that's yeah. Do you have the lights on top of the buildings you're talking about for the planes?
Yeah. Obviously,
Oh,
they
it's
had
the
no power
Heathrow one.
up
The
there.
Heathrow we're talking about, right? The one where
No,
we went.
Nestle
Oh.
building.
Yeah, you just put it out. I think a couple days ago.
Yeah, I only watched the first few minutes of it. Yet. I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
I tell
It's
you what,
pretty
you need to watch it, Gareth, because you'll be on edge of your seat by the end
yeah. No,
of that video.
I need to go through it. The last one I saw was the flight simulator thing where they went into.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. How they evaded the security
Fucking security.
and the police.
You know what?
I
You
can just
know what,
imagine
Craig?
doing that at LAX.
Oh, can you imagine? Fuck, man.
Oh,
I mean, you'd
Jesus
be in the
Christ.
news. There'd be planes
Dude.
circling you.
It'd
Yeah,
be fun.
SWAT and military
You
FBI
can't.
would arrive.
That's the thing, though, Steve. You cannot pull that shit over here. You can't.
There's some people done for bloody terrorism.
You can't, like the shit that you can get away with in the UK with all these explorers. If you tried that over here, forget about it, dude. You're all fucked.
Well, and it's just we just gotten more militaristic. I mean, we
Yeah.
say we're a free country, we're this, we're that, but go explore. I don't know, some place near UCLA or one of these major like
Oh, dude.
Area 51 or
Done.
LAX.
The thing,
Yeah.
the thing is, if you're caught on private land, it is civil matter. Got nothing to do with police or military in this country.
Like the
And that's
video,
why-
so the videos that I've seen, like when the police catch him, or they're like, can I get your details, please? All right, off you go. Don't come back. And that's it.
And that's it. That is it.
Over here,
Oh.
it'd be like freeze.
Yeah.
And if you carry on,
It's like you're fucking dead.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
and that's the thing. See, in this country, we got, as Gareth knows, we got civil rights. We got,
Well, we used to have civil rights, but
We used
that's
to.
all yeah. Well, no, we
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
We don't have rights anymore.
but we
We're-
still got
we're
it.
fucked.
We still got it in this country, even though this COVID-19, whatever they saying, or COVID-19, you breached.
Yeah.
They arrest you, they charge you, they give you a fine, right? But many people in this country won't stand for it,
Yeah.
And before long, where things are going, the police can't do anything about it because we got the Magna Carta law,
Yeah.
we got civil rights law, and the basic human rights law in the UK, and it still stands today.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Constitution, but it doesn't mean they follow it.
Yeah.
It's only
Yeah.
how it's interpreted. I mean, for
Yeah.
example, you may vote for something and majority may vote for something, and then one judge comes along and overthrows it.
Yeah.
So why vote if a judge can overthrow it? If 65% of the populace says, I want a whatever, right, bill, and one activist judge can just say, no, that we don't think that's good. We're
Mhm.
we're gonna just disregard that. That's not
Yeah,
that's no
judge-
longer a free system. It's no longer a free
Judges
system. It's a
corrupt
corrupt
like the
system.
rest of them. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. We're just like the third world. You might as well go to Mexico. At least you know what you're getting. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Going
I mean, I don't know.
down in Acapulco.
Going loco. Look. But
The
I
train
mean,
robber.
yeah, it's like I don't know how many urbexes there are in the U.S. and if they are here, they're playing a very different game than what they play in the U.K. It seems like in the U.K. they can get away with a lot more if they get caught.
It's called freedom, innit? Over
Yeah,
here.
like
And
they
that's
let
what
it
we're
go.
trying to protect over here.
I tell you what's
It's a
fun.
freedom.
What's funny though is sometimes when Matt is out doing his shit and the cops come and they recognize him. Have you noticed
oh
that?
yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it's you again." You know. They
Yeah,
know him.
it's
They know
all
him.
you guys.
Oh fuck, it's you,
Yeah,
Matthew Williams. They recognize him
Oh,
right off the
he's-
bat.
yeah. And then even if they took his registration plate on the car, they know exactly.
Yeah,
who he
they know
is.
who it is. They know.
Yeah.
They got a fucking dossier on him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But, you know, as I said, I watched that Nestle Tower the other day. And my heart was pounding coming towards the end. If he's going to get caught by security.
Do you
Well, he gets all
remember?
the way down to the exit, and then the door is barred, and he can't get out.
Oh my god.
I thought they were the shit.
Stuff of movies, man.
Do you remember the video he did? This is one of my favorite, and I've told him this. This is one of my favorite videos, where he's on his own, but he walks into that hotel in London and starts exploring.
Christ.
And he goes up to the top floor. He goes behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know the one. I
And
know the one.
he's just walking around with his camera, and people come up to him.
And the
he-
woman,
it's-
there's a woman.
trying to
woman
follow
came
him.
out.
Yeah, what a great video that is! And he goes to the accountancy, and he looks through the window, and the guy's counting the money and everything. Oh,
I remember that video.
what a great video
I
that
can't
is!
think the name of that hotel, but it was
Yeah, it's in London.
something to do with military years ago.
Yeah.
I know the one.
But it was
He just roaming about,
just
through
walking
the room,
around, and
upstairs.
he
the
goes.
lips.
He even goes and he goes, "Oh, I'm thirsty. I have some water, but I don't know." And
That's the one.
he's
Is
walking
that the
around.
one where he goes
He's
and
walking
takes
around
a
with the
dump
water.
and puts the camera down by his feet?
Oh,
Did
it's
you
great.
see that one where?
Oh, it's wonderful.
I tell you what, when he walked in that hotel, he had a cheek.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he had a cheek, and he walked around the bloody up the stairs
He didn't
in
give
a
a
lift,
fuck. He didn't give
right
a
at the
shit.
top. Did you see the one in the Masonic Hall
Oh my
in
god,
London?
that was amazing. That was in Bristol. Well,
That's the one. That's the one.
They got like that one of those little those bars, and the rope. He jumps the rope
Yeah.
and runs up the stairs. Remember that? And he opens
Yeah,
he opens the fucking closet, and there's all these robes and shit, and all the fucking their paraphernalia and all that bullshit.
And
Oh.
right at the top floor. They went right. There was two of them, wasn't it?
That was great.
And when
yeah.
at
And that
the
was
top floor.
and that was when he had his shit in there. Remember?
That's
says,
it.
He
That's
says,
the one.
I got to christen. He goes in. He takes his shit in the toilet, and he says,
Remember, he left
I'm-
the
I'm-
camera on.
he says, "I'm not going to tell you whether I flushed or not. They'll have a surprise."
That's the way you do it.
Oh my god, amazing!
That's the bloody way to do it.
Yeah, some
Like,
classic
yeah,
videos.
he's got the guts to do things like that. I wouldn't do it,
Yeah,
but he has. He's got the guts to do things, and I do think that what he does is very entertaining.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
It is. It's great videos. I
You know,
thoroughly
and
enjoy watching them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
very good.
you know, all he's done over the years, I watch his videos, and I didn't know at the time he was a pilot. Right? He said he was a pilot, and then
Yeah.
one day a video come up on my notification. He was flying a fucking, sorry
Yeah.
for my language,
That's all right. That's all right.
he's flying a blooming microlight
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's the other thing. You couldn't do that here. You put one of those helicopters up near the president. That's and he
Oh,
was.
forget
I
it.
guess it was what the who's the government official there that's running your country.
John
What's the
Boris.
guy's name?
Boris.
Whoever yeah. So anyway, he was speaking there, and he's flying around in a circle. And now, could you imagine if this was the president of the United States and he's in this little airline flying
shoot you
around
down.
It wasn't
Camp
Boris.
David or something? I mean,
Yeah.
they would have shot
It wasn't
him
Boris.
down.
It wasn't Boris Johnson. It was what's his
Cameron.
bloody name?
David Cameron.
David Cameron.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, David Cameron, and he's going around this big complex golf course, and he's flying about himself and the cameraman on his right hand side, and they were filming.
Fucking crazy.
How the earth he got away with that? I don't know.
It's amazing.
And also he was intercepted by the control tower or something, and the police was watching Matthew flying
Well, they were
this
talking to him, but you didn't see this jet fly up to him, right, eyeball to eyeball, and say, "Hey, you get down, or we shoot you out of the
Jesus.
sky." You know, that's the way it would have been.
And he
here, or
still
they would
carried
shoot
on.
him out of the sky.
He still carried on.
It's crazy.
It's a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked, man, wicked.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's got balls. Fair dues, Matthew. He has got balls.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't give a fuck. He just go for it.
Exactly.
He just go
And
for it.
and on that score, I'm gonna have to say, 100%. Right, he has my support because he's got balls to do things.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, in a sense, it's breaking the rules or going right on the line of the rules, so that and you got to push these things because these people will just rule all over you if you don't. I mean, it's like here in America, things have changed in the last 20 years.
They have.
I could say in 20 years' time, things have completely changed.
Yep.
We've become a military state. We have the thought police that tell you what you can think and how you can think. And if you dare say anything other than that, they'll get you.
Well, look at that chick from look at that chick from Star Wars, the Gina Carano. She got fired last week.
No way.
She got fired for tweeting her political. She had like a political view. They fucking fired her ass. It's crazy.
The thing is, when you say stuff on social media, right, freedom of expression,
yeah, but
and stuff like that, it shouldn't affect your job or whatever.
It shouldn't, but it's a double standard though, right? Because at Disney, because Gina Carano is right wing leaning, right? She can post stuff, and no, we can't have that. You're fired. But other people working for Disney, if they're left wing leaning, they can post whatever the fuck they want, and no one says shit. No one gives a
fuck. And that's a problem
it's
we've got.
It's a double standard.
Double standards.
Disney should be sued for that.
It's a double standard.
They should have their ass dragged to court and take it for everything for having a double standard like that.
Absolutely.
Because if they said this over here, then that would really get things. But if you say this over here, it's okay. But you can't have double standards.
You can't do it. It's not right. I mean, if you have employees that are posting political views, right? And you have two employees. One employee is posting right wing leaning views, and another employee is posting left wing leaning views. But the one who's left wing, that's fine. We don't have a problem with that.
Now, did she do this on her own time, on her own dime?
Yeah.
So, what business is that? Is there?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not the way it works, though, man. They fucking fired her ass.
It's free speech as long as they agree with it.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Thing
exactly.
is,
Yeah.
I'm not far right, I'm not far left, I'm in the middle,
Yeah.
and that's the truth. And that's where, you know, political or not political, I'm in the middle of the far leftists and the far right these extremists.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the middle of this. I don't believe in those sides. I believe equality. I believe in how we were brought up, right? Brought up in the way that we respect each other's views and what we share, and not, you know what I mean, Gareth. You know,
Yeah. No.
and that's the thing. See,
I
I got slammed twice on Facebook
for what?
because I shared something, right? And first one, I was slammed for 2 days. The second one, 3 weeks.
What did you
I
post?
couldn't even what I shared
What was it?
on something to do with what's going on throughout the world. I disagree what's going on.
What did you say
You
then?
know, and he didn't like it. Basically, that you know, COVID-19 over is exaggerated, and the other thing is that you know all human race matters, and I was slammed for that.
Oh, because you went against the Black Lives Matter thing.
Black Lives Matter or the White Lives Matters. All human race matters to me because I'm in the middle. I'm not the far left or the far right. I was slammed twice.
So basically, you said COVID is fake, and you don't care about the
No, I
blacks.
didn't say COVID. I didn't say COVID is fake.
No, I'm
I said
exaggerating.
COVID
I'm exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah,
But in their eyes, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Right. Even though you didn't say it like that, from their perspective,
it's how they interpret.
Yeah, from their perspective, you might as well have just
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and I didn't.
Yeah.
All I said what is it's always exaggerated, and also all human lives matters. And I was slammed for it for 3 weeks
Yeah.
because I said all human lives matters. Didn't
Mhm.
say black, white, Asians, whatever. I was fucking shut down for 3 weeks
Yeah.
for saying that. Now at the end of the day, when basically when I came back on, I slammed Facebook for what they done to me.
And what they say?
I really slammed them. I put my thoughts. When you put your thoughts on there
Uh-huh.
on Facebook, right? I put my thoughts down about Facebook, and I called them the fascist regime because that's what they are. You know,
Well,
I didn't
what happened to
incriminate
independent thought?
anyone. I
Why
didn't
can't you
hurt
think
anyone.
independently in this day and age? Why
Yeah.
why can't you? And maybe you don't all. Everyone doesn't agree, but why can't you just have independent thought?
Yeah, I agree.
You-
I agree.
It's just
Everyone is entitled to their rightful opinion through freedom of speech and expression, and that's what I said on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Why shut me down because I said because all human lives matters.
Yeah.
They didn't shut me down after that because they know they're in the bloody wrong, and they're
Yeah.
still in the wrong today. That's why Facebook's being investigated now because they've done exactly the same to Australia last week.
What they do to Australia?
Shut down Facebook in Australia because of freedom of expression.
was it
And now
was it
Australia's
your
back
friends
online.
that commented on Facebook, or was it Facebook that actually shut you down?
Facebook shut me down.
Yeah, that could be an Autobot thing.
You know what though, Anthony? The more I think about it, is I don't blame them. I'm kidding.
You cheeky bugger. I honestly, I believe in, as you know, Gareth, I believe in the way we brought up, right? I believe in respecting the elders, respect all race and stuff like that.
Well, you gotta
But when
respect
Facebook-
everyone, dude. I mean, it's like what you give is what you get, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you know, if
And that's the song come out not long ago, back in the late 80s.
if You treat people with respect. You're good to them. You're kind to them.
Yeah.
Just it's treat people with respect. Don't be a fucking asshole. Be cool with people.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I shared stuff off YouTube and stuff like that, and then it came back fact checking. I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
You know, exactly the same thing. And it came from the mainstream media news in this country. And Facebook done a fact check on it and it's called it false information.
False information. There you go.
And that's
Yeah.
Facebook for you.
Yeah. Facebook.
They don't like us sharing the real truth.
No.
And that's the thing.
They don't like it.
And it shouldn't be like that. Facebook should not be political. It's a social media site that people can share their opinions without having not have this
Yeah,
the shit.
it's an awkward thing, dude. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
you
It
don't
is.
want people saying, crazy, hateful shit. I get that. You
Yeah.
want to
I
shut
understand
down. That makes sense.
I understand that.
You don't want that plastered all over the
No.
place. But by
No.
the same token, you got to allow people to express themselves. So where do you
And
draw
that's
where
what-
do you draw the line? How do you decipher? What's it's
Years ago,
difficult.
Years ago, before social media came on, before the internet, we used to have little arguments. We used to sort it out in a humane way. And if we said something that, or basically someone said something, spoke to him about it. No, I didn't say that. At the end of the day, we get that third party to come in and talk to us.
Yeah.
And that third party would be questioned afterwards between the two other parties.
Yeah,
And that's how we used to sort things out. And used to draw a line then and move on. But now we can't do that because Facebook is, I don't know. What Facebook need to realize that they shouldn't interfere with freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and our political views in the United Kingdom. It's got nothing to do with them.
Well, they gotta. I mean, when freedom of speech and freedom of expression kind of tiptoes into like hate speech and things like that, then it should be.
I understand about hate speech. I will not accept hate
when
speech.
you're saying shit, unjustified nonsense about people. That's not cool.
No, but when it's factual stuff from the news media of UK, when I shared, I was shut down because of that.
Yeah.
And then it's fact checked, false information.
Yeah.
And it was the BBC. I shared the news onto YouTube.
I mean, if you a lot of mainstream media publishes false information, It's
And
a
know
lot
this
of them
fact.
publish bullshit. Let's be honest.
I know
Yeah, a lot
most
of
of them
spin
do.
out there.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
spin, a lot of nonsense. They publish a lot of fucking stupid shit.
But the fact checkers, where they are, they're based in Dubai.
Oh, there we go. You explained it right there. Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
And all I say is Dubai, goodbye.
Goodbye to
Well,
Dubai.
In this country,
Yeah.
we're in the process of rewriting history. We are reinterpreting it. We're destroying what was legitimate history, and we're replacing it
Yeah.
with, something else.
Yeah.
And
And that's
I mean,
what's
this is
happening-
nothing
that's what's
new.
happening
There's
in
always
this
been
country now.
propaganda,
Yeah. Yeah.
and these,
Yeah.
but it's happening today. We're
Mhm.
destroying anything that we don't like or that would have something that we disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you ever going to see someone that is without free speech? I mean, free speech is how we communicate. It's how
Yeah.
we know that we're dealing
That's
with
it.
someone that is an awful or evil person, right?
Well,
It's how we know.
Pop
They
up.
say stupid
when
stuff.
you're
Comfort.
shutting someone, I mean, it should be let the best argument win, right? Not, oh, I disagree with you, therefore I'm shutting you down.
Exactly.
If if two people have two different points of view and they discuss it and they debate it, let the best one win.
You're right.
You know,
That's what it should be.
Don't shut them down.
No, don't bring political opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't say
if
this,
you have
say that.
you have a fucking stupid point of view and it's based on nonsense, then surely if you have a debate with them, it's going to crumble fairly quickly. So why are you
Exactly.
why are you banning them or shutting them down? Let the best argument win.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Like myself, yourself, and many other people that's watching the stream, right? But don't just be, you know, oh, I'm offended by it, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm offended by many things, but I don't close other people down. They're entitled to their opinions, same as I am.
But the thing,
What
people
that is
don't
freedom of
understand is,
expression.
so Anthony, let me ask you this: when when somebody says something or you read something or whatever and it offends you, what happens?
Well, basically, I have a chat with them.
No. Say you read something in the newspaper and having a chat with them is not an option, and you read it and you get offended. What happens?
Well, totally, I get pissed off, but they're entitled to their opinions.
All right, so let me break it down. If you were to read something in a newspaper or on a website and it was to offend you, do you know what will happen? Let me tell you.
Go on.
Nothing.
No, exactly. Nothing happens.
It's like, oh, I'm offended. Oh, okay.
And that, yeah, some people.
and
some
that's
people
it. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. You have to live with it.
Nothing. You move on. Nothing. Oh, I'm offended for 5 minutes. Oh, nothing. Move on.
And then you move on.
Right, but
a
lot of people,
what you just said.
A lot of people can't though. They get offended, and it's like the end of the fucking world.
Exactly.
Well, here's a question:
Exactly.
Is it because we're a feet society?
I'm sorry. Say again. We're what?
Is it because we're a feet society where we've become more feminized as a society? Perhaps.
I don't know.
Do you think that's one of the reasons?
That's a good question.
That's a good. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's totally possible. I mean, I see that in many aspects of our society.
I can see it today myself. Even Gareth said.
I mean, they're saying what they want an end to the patriarchy. You know, and all and this is what blows my mind about this whole patriarchy stuff. It's like, you know, they act like it's manufactured, that it's not real, right? It's all make believe, and the patriarchy should be torn down because it's unjust and it's fake and all this stuff. And it's like, well,
I need to go to the toilet. Back in a minute, yeah.
No, you stay where you are. No,
I need to go on. I'm going to flood otherwise.
I'm joking. Go.
Okay.
But it's like, well, how did all this happen? I mean, this happened through natural selection and evolution. You know, it's not like, you know, 2,000 years ago, some guy sat down and thought, oh, you know what? I think men should rule. You know, it didn't just happen like it just happened naturally over time.
Well, it's like I'm watching the Super Bowl just recently, and I never watched the Super Bowl hardly ever. You know, I stopped watching football many years back, but I thought, okay, my daughter brings it up, she wants to watch it.
Okay.
And then there's this woman referee in there, and I thought, all right, well, you know, she got in there because she was a woman. Maybe she had
maybe she's a great referee.
Maybe. I don't know. But they sure put an emphasis that she was a woman and the first referee. And that's my problem. Yeah. Why can't they just put a woman in there?
And
why do they have to reference that she's a woman and then a referee?
Exactly.
Why not just say she's a great referee and not explain it, justify it? Nothing.
I agree with you 100%. It drives me,
and it's just that little stuff.
I'm reading stuff about the entertainment world, and they're saying the first woman director of this, and I'm like, why is that even relevant, dude? I mean, if you're gonna hire someone to direct a movie and that person just so happens to be a woman, who gives a shit? As long as she makes a great movie, who cares?
Well, then my next thought is, okay, let's just make it equal, right? Let's just make all this equal. So instead of having men and women leagues, why don't we just combine them? Let's just have women and men play out there in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we'll have and we won't stop there. We'll include boxing as well, heavyweight boxing. That's right. Women can take on men in the boxing ring. Hey, I am all for it, right?
But you know what, though, dude? That's kind of already happening. And it's happening.
Let it happen. See how the great experiment works.
It's kind of already happening with these the trans athletes. Have you heard about this shit?
I've heard about it, but it's usually males playing in the female league.
Right. So you get there's some dude. Say there's like a weightlifter, right? A man. He's a fucking professional weightlifter, right? And all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be a woman now. So he has a sex change, but he still keeps doing the weightlifting. But now he's in the women's league weightlifting. And he goes in there and he's fucking destroying. You know, suddenly he is the world's #1 woman weightlifter. And it's like, this is not fair. This is not right. This should not be allowed to happen.
Well, it just equal it all, man. Just forget about the sexes. When you go to heavyweight boxing, there might be a man and a woman. You know, Tyson against Betty Friedan.
I like that one.
Can you imagine that? Oh my God! It'd be a fucking bloodbath.
Well, you know who Betty Friedan is, right? I love Betty Friedan, the feminine mystique.
Jesus.
Okay, but I digress. Hillary Clinton, all right? Hillary Clinton and Tyson. How about that? That would be.
I'd pay to see that. Yeah. That'd be great. Can you imagine that?
You know, at a certain point, where do we stop with it all? I mean, where does it?
Madness.
I mean, there's more women working in this country than men at this time. You know, are they making the same wage? I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, there's also more women complaining in this country than men. Let's be honest.
There you go. A lot of complaining.
A lot of fucking complaining.
And if you say something about it, you get the misogynist tag.
Wah. I'm complaining. Wah. It's not fair. Wah. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. When you go next time you go to the Olympics, it will be Hussein
lady. Yeah. It's bizarre, man. I mean, it's like the world is fucking upside down, back to front, fucking mental. It's lunacy.
Well, you know, it's like the great experiment. We're just going to continue until, I don't know, everything fails. And it's not just here in this country. It's worldwide.
It's all over the world.
Worldwide.
Yeah, it's all over the world.
And, you know, you look back in the histories of mankind and you'll never see this happening to this scale. Mm-hmm. So either we're evolved to a certain point on a very, I'd say, not micro, but macro level to this, or we
don't bring macro fish in there. I love macro.
Right, man. No macros.
But it is, man. It's bizarre. The whole thing is fucking crazy.
It is crazy.
It's everything is upside down, back to front. It's like it's madness.
And that's why I love shows like this, because you can actually talk. We're not talking. We don't hate women. I love women. I mean, I'm sure you guys love women.
Fucking love them.
I mean, I'm married to a woman. I have 3 daughters. I love women. But
totally.
It's, you know, but this stuff should be discussed, but you can't discuss it in this
day and age. Because people lose their shit. They get all offended and all fucking stupid about it.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, you know, I like coming. Sorry for that.
Yeah, Anthony likes to come.
I like joining on Gareth's
Yeah.
live stream because we're talking how we want to talk, you know,
Talking
without
sense. Talking
fear,
fucking sense,
without
innit?
fear of being destroyed by certain
Yeah. I mean,
social
the
media.
worst thing that could happen is that my channel gets banned. But you'll be all right, Anthony.
You're not going to get banned, Gareth. You're not going to get banned.
No.
Make sure of that.
No, I won't get banned.
But honestly, no, I enjoy coming on here because we can talk sometimes shit.
yeah,
know?
I mean, it's the thing. It's
But
a,
that's
it's
the
a free,
thing.
it's a free form conversation, right?
Yeah,
Talk about
exactly,
whatever.
exactly. You know,
But it is. It's fucking crazy, man. And you cannot say this in public because people will lose their fucking minds.
exactly.
They will lose their minds because they can't have, like, it's like, well, men and women are the same. No, they're not. Men and women are I mean, despite the physical differences and the chromosomes and all this shit, men and women are psychologically different.
Well, here's a little secret for you, Garrett.
Yeah.
Men like women being different. They don't want to marry another dude.
Of course.
Okay,
But-
well, I'd say maybe some, but men love women that they're different.
Well,
I
men-
mean, the difference is what's great about it, right?
Of
You know?
course, absolutely. But look at the. Wait, let me put it this way to you, right? Let's just say you go to a coffee shop and you sit down, and you're having a cup of coffee, and next to you, there's 3 or 4 women sitting together. What do you think they're going to be talking about? If you don't know, I'll tell you. They're going to be talking about people, right? They're going to be talking about, oh my God, he said this. Oh, did he really? Well, she said this. And guess who I saw yesterday? I saw so-and-so. And so-and-so said this. And oh my God, she was wearing this. And oh, did you see that? And she told me this. And he said this. And that's what women are going to,
Exactly.
right? That's what women are going to be
Exactly.
talking about. Now let's
in this
not...
country.
No,
in this
no,
country.
forget that. This is planet wide. This is not countries. This is everywhere on fucking planet Earth. Now look at it this way, right? Let's imagine you sit down, and have a cup of coffee, and right next to you is a table, and there's 4 guys sitting there. What are they going to be talking about?
2 women next to him.
No, they're going to be
straight. I mean, you know.
the guys are going to be talking about, hey, I got this car, and I got this engine, or hey, did you see the game last night? The game was this and that. Oh, look at this. Look at this new computer I got. Look at my new phone. Check out this shit. Right? And that's
Look
what
at my
they
new vibrator.
and that's and that's what they've been. But you see the difference? The difference is women talk about people, men talk about things.
Cars and technology.
Right?
And that's the beauty of it. And
But
why would
that's-
anyone want
now-
to destroy
now,
that?
Now, wait, no. Is there an overlap? Yeah. Are there some men that talk about people? Absolutely. Are there some women that talk about things? Absolutely. But generally, women talk about people, men talk about things. Right? And there's a massive psychological difference between men and women. Period. So this bullshit where we're all the same and it's just society conditioning us to be different, and that's a bunch of fucking horse shit.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, you know, I don't know how far we got to go to figure all this out to actually, you know, but men are becoming more female and females are becoming more male, and we're losing our distinction and the beauty that we share in our own, you know, sexes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and I happen to like that.
Yeah.
You know. I like a strong woman. Isn't it great to have a woman that can think on her feet and is smart? And everyone loves a
strong woman with muscles.
Well, you know, but okay.
Fucking muscles.
Okay, not the one that Garrett was talking about
Fucking
the other
muscles.
at the Olympics. Or whatever.
Jesus.
Wait,
Oh, Christ, this is good.
Oh my God.
Oh,
But it's crazy.
It's
there's a lot.
nutty nuts.
Anyway, guys, it's 11 o'clock over here, and I gotta be up for work in the morning. So I think we should start wrapping this up. What's wrong, Anthony?
Half an hour.
What? What?
Half an hour, stay on half an hour, and then I go to bed.
What do you mean go to bed? You should be go. What time is it over there right now? Fucking. What is it?
12 minutes past 7.
7 in the morning. You can go watch TVAM. No.
Oh, saw TV AM.
Good Morning Britain with Pierce Morgan. Oh, your wrist is all fucking jacked up, huh? What did you do to your wrist?
It's I think it's called ganglia.
Ganglia. There you go.
You see it?
It looks great. Yeah.
Lump.
Oh, gangrene?
Ganglia.
Or the
No, it's
infection
like
in the bloodstream?
What is
it's
it?
something. This hand is my hard-working hand
Hey, whoa,
over the
hey,
earth.
calm
Carpal
down.
tunnel
Don't.
type thing?
Let's not elaborate on that, Anthony.
You
All right.
cheeky little
There's a
bugger.
difference. I don't,
No, it's screwdrivers with screws, and
All right.
also that's my dominant hand. And the lump there,
Look at that.
You see it?
Fuck, yeah.
that's what's happened. It's like Christ, it's come up the between the joint and my wrist and
Does it
Yeah.
hurt?
it does hurt.
It does.
And the doctor says all you need to do is use the Bible and smash it back in. I said, I'm not doing that. It's now.
A Bible.
Yeah. That's
Why-
what he told me 2 years
Did
ago.
you use the Bible?
Yeah, that's what he said to me.
Jeez.
I said, yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm
There
not
you
that religious.
Yeah. Fucking Bible.
But you can see it.
Yeah. Look at that.
What's a bloody thing? Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that looks painful.
It does look painful.
And it is painful.
Yeah.
I can't even bloody what do you call it? And when I put the key in the door, I can't even undo the front door.
Yeah.
And
Did you ever hear that joke about that guy? He came home drunk one night and he went up to his front door of his house, and by accident he pulled out his car keys and he put the car keys in the front of the car in front of the door, and he turned the key and the building started up.
no way.
No way.
Did it vibrate?
It's a joke. It's not real. Come on.
Right, Gareth, just ask a question
All right. Go on then.
before you go.
All right.
Did you have my last email?
I did.
The address?
I did. You know, and when I got your first email, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's like, hey, Gareth, can you send me those stickers? Thanks. And I'm like, yeah. Where the fuck do you live?
I forgot to put that in.
I forgot to put your address. But yeah, I'm gonna send them out. I'll send it out this week.
Right, how much is it going to cost you?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Don't worry about it. I'll send them to you. It's no, and I'll send you the 805 sticker too.
No worries. Just let me know how much it's going to
No,
cost
no,
you.
no,
I'll pay
no.
it back.
No. Don't worry. It's all
sure?
good.
You sure?
Yep. Don't worry. I'll send it
All right.
out. I'll do it this week. I'll send it out to you. So yeah.
Just make sure it's Wales, UK, because I forgot to put that in.
Oh yeah, that's right. They might go to Wales, China.
Yeah, just put Wales, UK in. Yeah. Sorry about that, Gareth.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry. I'll send it out to you. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure as always. This has been a real impromptu live stream. I didn't plan to go on tonight, but I'm glad I did. It's been a lot of fun speaking to
Me
everyone.
too.
Everyone in the
2 weeks.
in the chat. It's been great to see everyone in there. Let's have a quick look to see who showed up. We got Macclesfield Magpie. We got Ricky. We got Punches Couches. Clive Rutherford.
Ricky.
Ricky.
Where are you?
Leave it out, Pat. And then we got Crazy John. Crazy John is in there. Crazy John. Johnny.
Hello, Crazy John.
We're sorry. Come on home.
Home.
We're worried. We got who else is in there? I said Clive. I can't even say what is that. Zeokim. There should be a trans league. How do you say that?
Can't see it.
Zeokim.
Zeokim.
Something like that. Yeah, he's in there. Thank you all for swinging by, guys. Really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. That'd be great. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not already a member. And I will be back live this coming Friday or early Saturday if you're in the UK with the Mindset Howl with me and Percy. We'll be back next week. Should be fun. So maybe I'll see some of you then. But have a great week, guys. Don't work too hard. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you all again on Friday.
Thanks again.
Thank you,
for
Gala.
having us.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Take
See
care,
ya.
mate. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye.
Ta-ra, ta-ra.